show, and she better not get a tattoo, you idiot.
No, but everybody at the tattoo parlor thought she was 18, 19.
Yeah, going to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you that was your daughter-daddy day?
Daddy-daughter day. We went to the tattoo parlor.
You went to a tattoo parlor?
Uh-huh.
Classy.
I kept trying to talk.
Here's the one I want you to get, sweetie. It's I know that's a lawnmower, and that's the Pink Panther.
No daughters, man.
I kept trying to tell her.
Sorry.
You know, if you ever get a crush on a boy, here's what you need to do: just tattoo his name on your shoulder and walk up to him and go, "Look at this! You take me seriously now?" You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
that's great advice.
Mm-hmm. I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 a.m. to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul, and I was like, all right, I'll go, and so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people, and mostly gay men, and I'm sitting there by the record machine.
it's the Bob and Tom Show. I just received a fax. Dear Bob and Tom, greetings from Ames, Iowa.
Hello, Ames.
I have a simple request of Chick. Please do your impersonation of Tom's daughter Lucy on Halloween. Now, Tom, if you'd like to set the stage.
Well, let's see. The stage was
Halloween.
You were trick-or-treating at my house.
We had just moved to a new neighborhood, and we had wanted to meet our neighbors, you know. And so we decided to have the neighborhood Halloween party at our house.
Sure.
But anyways, then we went trick-or-treating in the neighborhood. I have 4 little kids.
Right.
And they're all dressed up, and they've gone through like 4 different costume changes during the day. They had the parade at school. But after we went trick-or-treating, we wanted to go over to trick-or-treat at Chick's house. So we got in the car, and it was, let's see, I didn't have Charlie, did I? Or did I?
Yes, all 4 of them were there.
I had all 4 of them. Okay, Charlie's my 2.5-year-old. And let's see.
And there's Willie.
Willie's 4, and Lucy's 6, and Sam is now 8.
So Tom and I were standing in my living room talking about something at the front door, and Tom and I continued to talk, and we were into this really deep, you know, kind of for us, philosophical conversation about, you know, life and everything. And all of a sudden we hear Tom's daughter, who's Lucy, who's 6, on the front porch. She comes to my screen door and says, "Come on, Daddy!"
Yep.
Only I think it was a little meaner.
Got her goods. Let's get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Let's blow this pop
We're
stand.
here for candy. Let's go!
Come on, Daddy!
Get our priorities straight.
Let's see. Willie was 4 in that story, and now he's 27.
27.
That's classic rock. Halloween news.
Classic Chick. Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Still remember that.
I do too. It was a classic rock was right over here.
There you go.
Did I reach up and turn it on?
Your mic went.
Well, it's usually off. So I was reaching down to turn it on, and it was on. That's so. Hi, Tom. How are you? Christy.
Hey, Chick.
Pat Godwin.
Chick.
Josh.
Chick.
Hey,
Chick.
Willie.
Hey, Chick.
You
I thought you had to be nice to Ace. Isn't that part of the bet you lost?
That's way over.
Said the rest of the year, he said.
That's way over. If I did, I was lying. There, shut up. Hi, Tom. Morning.
Hello, Chick. How are you, sir?
October 13th, 2020.
That's correct.
18 days till Halloween. We can't trick-or-treat.
Well, it depends. There'll be some trick-or-treating. We'll have to do it.
There was a gentleman who came up with an amazing invention, a tube that comes out of his front door and slides
Hey,
candy.
look, the Halloween is supposed to be about fun. This is a big year. Put up your... We already have witches flying out of our trees. My favorite, the witch that it looks like she smashed into the tree. Very, very good. Christy, seriously, when you're at your house on occasion, you're cleaning up. When you take the broom, do you throw it between your legs just for a second and go?
I do.
I do.
No, but I'll start doing it now.
It's fun.
So the point
Maybe I'm
trying to make-
afraid I'll take off. That's where he's going.
Yes. If you actually, that is one way to find out you're a witch.
That's her origin. That's her origins.
That'd be wouldn't that be a great scene in a movie?
I'm a witch.
You have some
Like,
Karen.
wow.
Some Karen is cleaning up her room. She grabs the broom and just all of a sudden takes off. And oh my God, I am a witch. That's funny. That'd be a great beginning to a film.
Yeah, the kids on the ground going, we knew it.
I was just doing my chores the other evening. At this point in my life, just to reiterate, I have some younger girls. Again, phase 3, I believe this is, Willie.
The third wave.
And I like to clean up after dinner every night. And a part of the ritual is closing off the kitchen. Again, I do want to gate it to keep people out. But I also take my broom and my dustpan on a stick and walk around. But I've got that one of those little brooms on a
Yeah, I
stick.
do
which
too. I
really
love it.
I love that one. And I, whenever the little girls go by, I hand it to them and go on, do your witch bit. they straddle the broom. Always entertaining. No, this is an important year to at least put Halloween decorations up and have pumpkins and.
I have pumpkins, but I don't have the Halloween decorations up. Maybe I should do that today.
It's very important for the kids because they're getting ripped off. I mean, everybody's getting.
Welcome to the world.
Everybody's getting ripped up. Yeah, but there's no reason not to have.
Hi,
or you can
welcome to
go
life.
in. Or you can go in, shut the shades, and.
I'm just kidding. I tried 2 years in a row to give away candy. Nothing.
Yeah, your neighborhood's not.
And I gave away. Last year I gave up.
Well, at least put a pumpkin out.
No, I will not.
Shake really doesn't need to.
No.
What are you surrounded by? Senior citizens?
Yeah.
And no.
I live in one of the nicest retirement villages in the state. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe just get a black suit and a shovel. Okay.
That's right.
Ace, how are you, sir?
Well,
Get your furniture moved?
I did, as a matter of fact, yes.
He called me.
Did you move your furniture?
Oh, no, he didn't. He had people do
No,
it.
I moved a little bit of it.
Okay.
Well,
I'm having my the tile floors in my house, whatever they power wash them. So you have to move all of the furniture into one room. It's kind of ridiculous. But, I've got couches piled
I
on
swear I
couches.
thought you were going to say it's complicated.
That is complicated.
And yeah, we all know move furniture into another room and
Yeah.
you can clean the floor. We
But,
get
I mean,
it.
you're moving half the house into one room.
So he calls me yesterday. He goes, "Well, I moved all the furniture." I go, "Well, I hope you didn't. Did you get people to help?" He goes, "Oh yeah, no, I had the fellas over. They helped me out." And he goes, "And it's pretty cool. Got to say, nowhere to sit now." Because he
Nowhere
moved
to
all-
sit.
There's nowhere to
There's
sit.
nowhere to sit.
Like it was some. Like,
Well, yeah, if you put all the furniture in one room.
There's nowhere to sit. All the stairs.
You can't go into where the room is, where all the furniture is, and find a place and sit down.
No, because it's all stacked on top of one another. I'm going to show you a picture.
There's no stray
So
furniture.
you can't sit on the bed? Do you have
You can sit on the bed.
What
That's
am I
no
doing?
fun.
Why am
Well,
I
it's over now, right?
it's over now.
Why am I questioning
No, they
your
just started.
They just
How
started.
long does it take?
Well, it takes all day.
That
You
was
gotta
yesterday.
you move the furniture one day, they come in, then
Yeah,
it's got to
today's-
dry for a couple
Are
days.
you using Mr. Snail's floor cleaners?
It's got to dry for a couple days.
3 guys and no work
It's
ethic.
tile. It should,
No, then they have to take all the rugs off site and wash them and then bring them back. So you
2
can't.
guys in a broke truck? Huh? What are you doing over there?
One guy and a toothbrush?
What I'm doing is I just put my
We got 100 of them.
my coffee sweetener in my soda pop.
how many times have you done that?
Where's the baking soda?
Couldn't you just get a kitchen chair or
There
something? and-
has to be somebody out there who likes sweetener in their soda.
Oh, not me.
I
sir.
bet there is.
Ruined that. Thanks.
Wait, no, you know this. He used to put sweetener in his tea all the time, and my little brother growing up would put Equal in his Coke.
Oh,
Really? Just because he'd watch you do it, and he figured he'd have to do it. Not
No.
understanding.
He's doing it wrong. When I was a kid, I'd get a regular Coke, one of the greatest things on earth,
Yes.
with ice and a
Yeah.
straw. A plastic straw, thank you. And then I'd pour sugar in it and stir it around.
Oh, my Lord.
Man.
Didn't hurt me none.
really? Damn right.
Just
I'm right there
occasionally.
with you.
Just occasionally.
That's right.
Nice though. Did you ever eat sugar bread?
Yes.
Yeah.
Butter and sugar.
Yep.
Never
You
did
take
Yeah.
like a piece of Wonder
Absolutely.
Bread. You put some good old American butter on it and some sugar, and you eat
Yep.
it. That's why we got to the moon. I'll tell you what.
Where did you
You
grow
don't see a
up,
bunch
the
of
Bronx?
organic. You don't see a bunch of organic guys walking on the moon, do
Did you
you?
used to
No,
put
it's
sugar in your
Americans.
rice?
No, weren't
Yeah,
you in
rice
like
pudding.
a
Yes,
nice neighborhood in Ohio? Why are you having sugar bread?
We had sugar bread.
That's like
Yeah.
Depressionville.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
both my parents grew up during the Depression. Maybe that was why. I don't know.
What about sweet milk? You guys ever do sweet milk?
Oh, that was the
milk.
best.
Warm it up a little bit. Put some maple syrup in there.
No.
Stir
never
that
did
around.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Willie was big on the sweet milk, and you put it in a baby bottle. And one of my favorite pictures is
Wait,
Willie and
wait,
his
wait,
brother both
wait,
bathing
time out.
suits.
Give us a year.
Before CPS calls us, what are you doing to him?
You would take milk,
Yeah.
and you would put maple syrup or sugar in it, and bring it to a boil, then let it cool.
Yeah, my mom's godmother Betty used to always make it for
You
me.
put it in
and
a
then
baby
became-
bottle. It's the worst. And then
When he was a baby?
no, when he was like 3, 4,
He was
5.
12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. He liked to suck
And
on
then-
baby bottles.
And
late
then
in life.
I distinctly remember my great dentist, the pediatric dentist, going, stop it.
And then you just drive him. Yeah, you drive him right to the dentist right after that?
Yeah.
Gee, Merry Christmas.
My dentist could always tell which kids were drinking Mountain Dew because
Terrible
of the
for your
cavities. And
teeth.
the worst thing he said were those fruit roll-ups, which everyone thought, oh, these
I
are
remember
nice and
that.
healthy.
You came
and he
in
said this stuff sticks to the
Yeah.
teeth and just rots them.
So
You came
good.
in, you said everybody had cavity. I can't figure out why. They all eat those fruit roll-ups.
All they drink is maple syrup.
I've got
It's in milk.
It's a different world now where I live.
Oh, I'm
no
sure,
joke.
I have an organic driveway. I mean, we have gone the other direction.
And you like it very much, right?
Sure.
Of course he does.
I sure do. Yeah, but see, all the furniture has to stay in that room for a few days because
I
they got to
know.
take the
So
throw
what are you
rugs
going to
out.
do for a chair?
Well, sit in
Where are
the
you
bed,
going to
I
have
guess.
your board meeting when your children come in and beg you
They're
for,
not there.
They're not there. That's the
That's
whole
why he's
point.
doing
for change and
See,
choice?
they're out of town, so that's the whole point.
Father, may I come to Thanksgiving this year? Well, do you think you deserve it? What heart was it? Do you think you deserve it? Heart?
Have you talked to your brother?
The best thing now is when we say
you called
grace.
your
When we
brother?
say grace every night for dinner, they fight over it. You know,
That's not the whole point of grace, you know.
I know.
Okay.
There's a screaming match. Okay, you get to go first. and it's a call and response, Grace. It's great.
It's sweet though. They thank the farmers and the truckers, which I think is so sweet.
Yeah.
They thank the farmers, the people who made the food, and the truckers who brought the food,
It's
and the cooks
harvest
who make
season.
the food, and then occasionally they thank Daddy who cleans up the food.
Working very hard.
Not very often.
What about
but
the roof over their heads, huh?
that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. My point is, we've gotten off track here. The point is, it's very important this year to celebrate Halloween. Because so much of our culture has been eliminated by all the things going on. Anything we still can do safely, you should do.
Yes, of course.
Get some pumpkins, put some decorations
But
out.
Halloween's not safe. Trick-or-treating is not safe.
There are ways to do it. Calm down, okay? Stalin, we're not going to lock the whole world down, all right?
And I don't think trick-or-treat should be on trick-or-treat. We should set aside a separate night, a nice safe night.
Yeah, you're the kind of person that wants to have you want to have Christmas on a Monday every year, so you and your atheist friends can
was you.
have a 3-day weekend.
What was
That was you.
Dan Aykroyd's character's name? Was it Mainway?
Irving Mainway.
Yeah, we've got these very safe Halloween costumes. This one's called Invisible Pedestrian.
Those were
That
great.
guy walks in
Was
the
it
morning.
Irving Mainway?
I don't know.
Something Mainway,
Yeah,
I think.
so, yeah.
No, that guy walks across the street in the morning, all black clothing. It's dark out. You can't see him until. Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about, Willie?
Oh yeah.
Because you probably
Because
almost
he
hit him
sneaks
too.
up on you because
Yes.
you can't see him till your lights are right there on him.
He
It's like,
sneaks
dude,
up on you.
put on a safety vest or
Yeah,
something.
that's
You're
just
going to get
dangerous.
killed.
Yeah, he carries the business card of an attorney.
Yeah.
So when he does get hit, yeah, I know what you're talking about, you idiot.
Jeez.
Well, okay, let's get organized here. Is the football calendar clear yet? Do we know what's happening there?
Bills and the Titans tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern on your CBS television network. But last night, Monday Night Football, heartbreaker for Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. Will Lutz, do your own limerick, a 36-yard field goal with 5:08 left in overtime last night of the Monday Nighter. New Orleans stopped Chargers receiver Mike Williams just short on 4th down. And the Saints win at home 30-27 last night in overtime. And tonight, the Bills and the Titans. And
that's
Titans,
going to happen now?
Yep, it's going to happen. I just said that, 7 o'clock on
Just
CBS
trying to get it cleared.
And the Titans are getting 4 at home. Didn't I just say that?
He's just trying to get it cleared.
How many of the players are actually on the team or substitutes?
Also, coming up in sports, we have a very special salute to one of our affiliates, KEGI FM in Jonesboro, Arkansas. The Eagle, they rock.
Yes.
They're carrying Arkansas football, of course.
Yeah, sure.
And Tom and I took some time yesterday and made some IDs, some identifications for the station to tell you that, hi, we're Tom and Chick, and you're listening to Razorback Football. And one of them features Tom, and he just could not get the cheer right.
Oh, my
The Razorback.
The Suey cheer has to be done with thousands of people.
I'll just give you a quick. I'll play the whole thing when we come back, but this is just a quick look at it.
You know, Chick, Woo Pig Suey has got to be.
That's it.
Okay, all right.
That's how he
But
did it.
it's
the
supposed
first
to
time.
go woo. But you can't do it by yourself without sounding kind of stupid.
I was sitting in my office when you were doing this.
What he just did, you're not going to want to miss it. We're coming back with it from yesterday.
I think we should all do it together.
God, it was funny. And then he goes, I didn't get those pig sounds right. We need to do that again.
Yeah, that was in the hallway.
He's producing it.
You know, Chick, Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer in sports. Okay, I'll try it again.
Yeah, we're going to let him try it again when we come back.
Oh, God, it was funny.
Right now, I want to remind you that the worst cheer in life is, hey, somebody just got my tax refund.
Oh, no, pig!
That's not good. The pandemic, just ask the FBI, has created one great business, and that's cybercrime. Con artists are really taking advantage of a lot of stuff, including, by the way, if you are getting unemployment benefits, the FTC has confirmed that there's a high volume of what they call benefits fraud. In fact, it's now considered to be the number one form of fraud in the United States. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about the importance of having your stuff not stolen. Things, for example, like your benefits. So that's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock's out there looking around, detecting a wide range of threats to your identity. For example, someone may have purchased your social security number on the dark web, or you think of all the times you filled out forms and just said, and you just write down all this stuff and think, oh, it's okay. And then, sometime a little bit later on, someone hijacks all of the data from that company. Happens every day. LifeLock's out there looking around, making sure that your stuff is not compromised. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. Join right now. It's very inexpensive. And now you can get 25% off that first year if you use the promo code TOM25 at LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Once again, you can just head to LifeLock.com. The promo code is TOM25 for 25% off. You'll sleep better knowing that someone's watching out for you, making sure that someone doesn't buy a car using your credit, your name, and your money. Coming up, we have NFL interesting news. And Christy Lee, what do you got over there? Just a quick teaser.
Well, we have a lot of boats in the news today. We have a driverless boat the video is fascinating.
The haunted boat.
Oh, yes.
Ghost ship.
Well, kind of haunted
That's
after
a great scene of
after the three guys on it fell off.
Yes.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, remember that? You believe in nightmares? Because you're in one now.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Mark Allison with you on Bob and Tom 24/7. Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. On the way, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. We'll get Kostaki's take on, of course, the Atlanta Falcons makeover, their head coach, their GM gone. Kostaki, I'm sure, will have some comments on that, perhaps a few jokes thrown in. It's what he does. Looks back at the NFL, the week that was, and don't forget, the week that was not over. Still a game tonight. The Buffalo Bills. Somebody. Shows you how up to speed I am. But I have Josh Allen, a quarterback in my fantasy football league. It's true. And the Bob and Tom Show will be back with more right after this on Bob and Tom 24/7. Josh Allen's really good.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Well, it was the place that helped the Beatles get their start. Now, the Cavern Club in Liverpool is getting a helpful hand just to stay afloat. The British government has the venue on a list of arts and cultural spots to get financial aid during the coronavirus pandemic. The cavern will get a piece of a $335 million grant. In all, about 1,400 arts and cultural organizations are in line for the benefits. Here's an idea for a game during the Billboard Music Awards tomorrow. Try to guess which acts are taped and which are live. Some artists have taped their performances. Others will do theirs on the fly. Some to look forward to are Alicia Keys, In Vogue, Demi Lovato, and others. Kelly Clarkson will host the event at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. And when you're stuck at home during a pandemic, never a better time to do other things like growing pumpkins. Meet Travis Geiger of Anakawin, Minnesota, a horticulture teacher who had extra time on his hands while sticking close to home due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So he spent much of that time growing pumpkins, watered his gourds up to 10 times a day, fertilized them at least twice a day, and it's paid off. Geiger entered one of his pumpkins in the 47th World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in Half Moon Bay, California, and it won, tipping the scales at 2,350 pounds. That victory earned the teacher $16,450, which, if you do the math, comes out to about $7 a pound. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
Have enjoyed your Edie's Pie program.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure you have.
I believe I heard y'all talking about lobster a while back.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I've always felt the same, like you said, Tom. If lobsters walk the earth instead of kindly swimming into traps, I don't believe we need the crustacean with the coarse outer shell.
Yeah.
You know, the same way you don't really see armadillos on the 2 for $20 at Applebee's.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running to her head. And soon I got to choking. Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, Mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Yeah. When Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you. Well, we got her in a truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on the shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. Well, he started up the truck and Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, Mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. When Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you. You just hope and pray there never comes a day when Mama's out drinking with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Okay, a bar owner goes up to the bartender.
Yes, sir. 622 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Maybe I should just do the one shot at this time.
Christy, a quick forecast.
295 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 70, currently 42 degrees.
Thank you very much. Be listening for your shot at $1,000 on Q95. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Drums, please. Thank you. Let's go left to right. Willie Griswold is right there. In the next room through the closed circuit television, I see we finally kept the camera angle of Pat Godwin on the YouTube camera. Looking good, Pat.
Same, 2 days in a row.
Keep growing that beard because that pencil-thin mustache is coming.
I'm ready.
I'm so excited about that. There's Ace Cosby, of course. Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk. The man Manning, and I do mean Manning, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. It's Josh Arnold. Look at those
guns.
Guns, thank you. You've been lifting weights?
Who used to kiss those? Ravishing Rick Rude? Remember that?
I think all of you used to kiss him at some time, I would think, right?
Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. When that
Yes.
phone rings, it's the Straight Talk hotline. And coming up, of course, later this week, the Napa Auto Parts Shoe-In of the Week. Right now, speaking of the NFL, Chick, we had a game last night. There will be an oddball game tonight.
Another heartbreaking loss for rookie quarterback Justin Herbert and Los Angeles Chargers. Will Lutz, 36-yard field goal for the Saints with 5:08 left in overtime. Both teams had the ball, jackass. And New Orleans stopped Chargers receiver Mike Williams just short on the fourth down to preserve a 30-27 victory. Of course, New Orleans would have won the game in old-fashioned vintage, old-school overtime when whoever gets the ball gets to take care of business.
Right.
Herbert's fourth touchdown pass of the
Unfairly.
game. A 64-yarder to Mike Williams. Los Angeles, a 27-20 lead in the fourth quarter, but the Saints tied it on Taysom Hill's 9-yard run with 52 seconds left.
Did any of those games have any razzle-dazzle?
His legend continues to grow. I think Taysom Hill could be referred to as razzle-dazzle. He's kind of a hybrid quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running back type of guy.
There you go, Tom. There's some razzle-dazzle.
All right, my favorite thing.
Razzle-dazzle.
Did they do the Statue of Liberty, my favorite play?
Oh, man. They did not. They did not do
Someday someone will do that. Is it still legal?
A college team did it in a bowl game not long ago. Probably 10 years ago now. I think Boise State or somebody. I don't know.
Are you familiar with the Statue of Liberty, Willie?
What exactly is the Statue?
The quarterback goes back, and when he's got the ball like he's about to throw it in back of his helmet way back here, and the running back or somebody comes and grabs the ball and then goes around. Oh, it's just fabulous.
Sure.
It's
Just
great in elementary school football.
So naturally, it would translate to the National Football League. The Titans hosting the Bills tonight. It's Tuesday night?
Tuesday night
Tuesday
football.
night.
Titans hosting the Bills, and Tennessee getting a home underdog, 4 points tonight for the Bills.
So I assume you're going to do a bonus shoe-in pick?
No, I already had the Bills and the Titans have been on there. I've just been waiting for them to play it. I picked it on Friday.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay.
I'm taking the Bills, and I guess it's -4. So there you go.
And your granny is taking Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Well, she's been wrong all weekend. Nothing stopping her from being wrong tonight.
Okay.
The Falcons have named defensive coordinator Raheem Morris interim head coach after firing Dan Not So Mighty Quinn.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Did I ruin another joke?
Tom doesn't like that song.
Mighty Quinn?
Hate that song.
Yeah.
Come on, kid out.
I love it.
Person familiar
First
with
of all, now it's politically incorrect.
Yes.
Yes, because you can't say Eskimo.
You can't say Eskimo anymore.
When
You just said it.
Quinn
the Inuit, indigenous person.
You just said Eskimo.
No, but I'm saying I'm
You can't play the song anymore.
I'm fighting against this. That's right. I call everybody Eskimo now, even if they're not.
Do you really?
Oh, really? That's right, Eskimo.
Even if they catch a chill. They just catch a quick chill. What are you, Eskimo?
Doesn't make it.
Our guest today is the famous Eskimo newscaster, Geraldo Rivera. Mr. Rivera, how long have you been an Eskimo?
Now,
Boy, remember when he ratted out those good doctors at that mental hospital? What a jerk.
that's Geraldo, all right.
That's a mustache.
Those
then.
people.
That is a mustache.
That is a mustache.
That is a serious mustache. Once again, the Eskimo pie is a thing of the past. It has now been renamed Edie's. Sorry, is it Edie's pie?
Yep.
EDY apostrophe S?
From Edie's ice cream? Okay. You can eat Edie's pie?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not sure which worse.
As I'm talking, the Bills and the Titans
Oh, sorry. That was...
have no positives at this moment, so they are going to go with the game tonight as I'm speaking. Patriots also returned no positive yesterday, pushing their game with Denver from last night to Sunday. The latest testing results come a day after the NFL juggled. Speaking of juggling, we'll have a world record coming. Juggled the schedule, affecting 9 teams. Both Patriots and Titans had positive results on Sunday. Major League Baseball yesterday, Tom in the ALCS. Tampa Bay holds a 2-0 lead. They beat Houston again 4-2.
Boy.
And National League first game last night, Atlanta beat the Dodgers 5-1.
I've got the song for you.
Okay.
In case you want to hear it. Already, I hate it.
You don't like flute?
You don't like a fife?
I can't agree more.
Just
You don't like a piccolo?
Guy, better we be wearing a bandage.
I will say this. We could do a show. I won't ask Dean to do this today. We could do a show where we take the world's worst instrument that actually works on a song. For example, I don't know what you call it, that keyboard that you blow into.
Melodica?
That thing, I despise. But actually, the Hooters pulled it off. Orleans has a song where that actually works. They're just a couple.
Stevie Wonder has a bunch of songs where that works.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Stevie Wonder's sort of a genius. He can kind of make any instrument work.
And in his defense, he thought he was picking up a flute.
Wow, this is a heavy flute. Cool show. I'm sorry, back to this audio turd.
Come on now.
I think you came too early.
A little bit.
That never happens with Josh.
Which is unusual because I know ever since you've been on that antidepressant,
Sorry, Josh.
usually nothing comes at all.
We call that a side effect, Josh. That's what we call that.
Wow, there's a hole in that T-shirt. I don't know. Ask the guy that sold me the Paxil.
Oh, that was
okay. Sorry. Back to the. Is this Manfred Mann's Earth Band?
Yes, it is.
Does the song? Okay. I'm sorry. Back to Quinn the Eskimo in honor of some coach. Okay. Already it doesn't make sense. You'll not see nothing.
You've not.
Bob Dylan wrote this.
I know. It's one of his rare missteps.
He gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Hey, what this one?
You have to wonder if Bob wrote that as a joke and said, no, seriously, record this. I can't put it on my record. I got something, I don't know. We're working on Lay Lady Lay, and she belongs to me. Why don't you record this audio turd?
Hey, speaking of music.
Yeah,
may I?
Yeah, go, man, go.
Josh.
Have you been windbagged?
Addressing me. I'd never heard of Paul Cauthen and cocaine country dancing before.
Oh,
God.
I found the video on YouTube. Love it. Can't believe I've not heard this. Listen to this. Oh. Definitely my kind of music. I come from the world of rodeo and the PBR, professional bull riding, not Pabst Blue Ribbon in this case. This is the kind of edgy stuff rough stock people love.
Rough stock?
I'm considered rough stock. I didn't know this. Rough stock cowboys are bull riders, saddle.
I think you're more
so rough stock.
I think you're more rough stocky.
A real badass. I am rough stocky.
You're a mean man.
Sears used to call them husky jeans.
Yeah. No, I tried out for the PBR, but all the bulls said no. No. Is that what you want to hear?
Beat him to the joke, Chad.
I loved it. And he says it does have a Sopranos-esque feel to it, especially the beginning of the video when he rolls up to the strip club.
What else does it sound like?
Reminded me of Tony rolling up to the Bing. P.S. I love you, idiots. All right.
We have. I think. Are we going to get to our?
Why play country?
Razorback hunk.
Yeah, and then later we are going to be joined by rough stocky Economopoulos.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Make Kostaki dress up in cowboy gear. He could do a whole set as rough stocky Economopoulos.
Howdy.
If he's even said howdy, it would look weird. It's not his,
let's get him to say howdy.
Not his element. Okay, I'm sorry. So
yesterday we were doing some announcements for some of our affiliates, including KEGI-FM in Jonesboro, Arkansas. They're the Eagle. They rock. And Razorback football is coming up, of course. And Tom and I did some IDs, and I did the I did the train whistle.
You had fun with it.
Yeah, and I had fun with it. And here's Tom.
Well, I wanted to do it right.
With the announcement.
You know how much fun he has.
Yeah, he just lets it go. He lets his hair down.
Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest.
Now, once again, let's hear that inflection and that enthusiasm.
Chick Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer in sports.
Yeah, well,
okay,
you're right
I'll try
there,
it again.
Bland.
I'll do a better version. I did a couple versions that I thought were less than stellar. Woo Pig Suey.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow. Now, wait a second. Godwin will tell you here, I picked the wrong key. If you start,
you can't start too
the
high.
woo and the wrong key, you're not going to get the suey out.
Right.
I have the script right here, by the way.
How does that help?
I can just read along. Go ahead, play it again. Aren't you going to play it? Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer in sports. Okay, I'll try it again. I'll do a better version.
Yeah.
You know, chick. Woo, pig suey.
Yeah, you started too high, Tom.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Hang on.
You know,
There's
chick.
more.
Woo, pig suey.
What was that?
Woo, pig suey. I need someone from Jonesboro to call up and do this properly. Woo, pig suey. See, I tried going low, and now I sound like a Mississippi blues man.
You're still trying.
Cheer in sports.
Okay.
You know, chick. Woo, suey. What is that? That one is a total failure.
You're trying
That was one more.
Woo, pig suey has got to be the.
Then he refines himself.
Now, see, you need if you watch them do it at the stadium. They've got a director.
And here are my favorite.
Because the woo pig suey.
I like that one.
That wasn't too bad.
You've got to have 10,000 people with you. Pig suey. Oh, that's closer to what it'll be. But you got it. The length of the woo is indeterminate, and unless you have someone pointing out where you stop.
And you maintain that there is a director at the stadium where they're playing the game. Who's it's up to him how long they go woo. Right?
Yes. You have to watch.
Really?
You watch the guy.
Okay. Are they the entire crowd? They just don't do it.
There are people who are not paying attention.
To feel good. Okay.
But if we could maybe perhaps get someone from Jonesboro to demonstrate the proper way to do this, I got to pick a key. You start too high, you're dead.
Man.
Because you got to ascend. If you go, ooh, it sounds kind of like a horror movie when I do it. Okay, sorry.
I'm glad you told me what you were doing because when I was sitting in the other room, I was like, what is going on in there?
I walked by and just went, well, he's finally gone around the bend.
There we go.
It's lost it.
They just started.
Yeah. The big chick's name is Pig Suey now.
Pig Suey.
The guy's got no clue what's happening.
Chick pig suey. That's a chicken dish okay.
I love chicken.
Have you ever heard the championship pig calling competitions?
Yeah, we've had them on the show before.
Pig. They
pretty amazing.
They sound really amazing. Yeah.
Some of them yell pig. I think, right?
A lot of them do the suey thing.
Yeah.
Coming up in the news, speaking of animals, anybody else see the video of the guy who's out in a run in Utah and a cougar starts following him?
Oh, no.
You know, he started screaming.
You know, chick. Woo! Pig suey!
It's coming after
that's the worst one. Save that one. Okay. Now, we will have that cougar story coming up. Yeah, we need to get someone from Jonesboro on the phone that can do this properly. They can demonstrate to me and teach me the best way to do it.
Good people there.
I'd appreciate that. How could they get a hold of us, Josh?
Well, they can. You want to hear their voices.
Well, don't they have a number they can call? They don't have to call the request line and try to get through, do they?
They can call you, Tom, at 461.
That's it. 409. Hang on. Or you can call Christy. Hang on.
You can leave a voicemail on the app.
There you go. Thank you. It's the voice of reason.
Grab the app, please. Now, where were we?
We have one sad note this morning, but we have to mention it. Baseball great, Cincinnati legend, National League, two-time National League MVP, Joe Morgan passed away yesterday at 77. And if you're not of a certain age and you didn't know how Joe Morgan bat when he popped his elbow, popped that up, and you weren't doing that in wiffle ball. What the hell's wrong with you? He's just a really nice.
He played for Houston as well, too, for a bit, right?
Yes, he did.
But mostly, yeah.
Of course, he was Rose, Bench, Perez, Morgan, Cedeno, all those guys.
He's about your size, Christy.
75, 76.
Joe Morgan was really tiny guy.
5'7".
Wow.
150-ish. But incredibly good, and especially when it counted.
I remember watching Joe Morgan play. Sure.
Now, on a lighter note, wait a minute. We do have someone apparently on line one here that can help us with the. Can you grab that, chick?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, Bob and Tom.
Hey.
Hey. Good morning. Hey, this is Keith Looney. I'm from Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Oh, hey, Keith, can you do
Mr. Looney?
Can you please help me with the woo pig suey cheer?
Yeah, listen. When you call hogs, the correct terminology is we call the hog.
Right.
So, yes, they call the hogs. You have to do it in unison, and you have to do it all together at one time.
Right.
So it's woo, then you get the pig, and then you stretch the suey.
Okay, now, how long do you do the... my question is, because there's no determined length for the woo unless you're looking at the guy who...
Is there a guy that directs you when you're at the game?
I've never seen a guy that directs the guy.
You're looking the wrong way. Okay, well, Keith, do the whole cheer. Do the Call the Hogs cheer for me, please, so I can get it
Call
right.
the hog, not hogs.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Pig, suey, Razorback.
All right. Very nice.
That was very good. I hope that you're at home with small children around that are now awake.
Right. Well, yeah, my kids know how to call the hogs. I have kids, and they know how to do it. And for the record here, being I've got you on here, we were robbed by Auburn.
That was quite the game,
I went it backwards, jackass.
There you go.
Keith, thank you very much,
Yes.
sir. Okay, see, now we got it right.
Okay.
That you heard the right way.
You know, chick. Woo, pig suey. See, too high. Auburn. You can't start that high, or the pig suey comes out like that. I'll try to get it right. In the meantime, let's say that you have a small business, and if you do, I hope you're staying in business and able to keep going in these troubled times. And there are a lot of great people out there looking for work. And if you've got a job opening, you need one of those great people working for you. But the trick is to find the person that has the skill set that you need, so he or she can do what you want. That's where LinkedIn Jobs comes in. I was not aware of this. I knew that LinkedIn was huge, but I didn't know it had 690 million members worldwide. So then the trick is, how do you find someone that has what you need? Well, you go to LinkedIn.com, and they will help you manage job posts and contact the candidates that would work for you. They streamline the whole thing into one simple screen, identifying the strongest candidates with special efficiency ratings. Check it out. When your business is ready to make that next hire, find the right person. There are a lot of great people out there looking right now, and if you've got a great job for somebody, get hooked up. It'll help you. It'll help them. It'll help all of us right now in these odd times. LinkedIn Jobs is the place to go. You can pay what you want. Get the first $50 off. Get the details at linkedin.com/Tom. That's linkedin.com/Tom to get $50 off your first job post. Terms and conditions apply. Once again, details, linkedin.com/Tom. Should I try the cheer one more time?
Go ahead.
Calling the hogs. I have the script right here in front of me.
Please do something other than telling us what you're doing.
Pig suey.
Yeah.
I'd say
that's pretty good, yeah.
No?
I like this one.
Pig suey.
I like that.
Too high. Too high. I got to drop it a step. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
On the way today, Kostaki Economopoulos and comedian David Dyer zooming their way in safely from various parts of the country. Kostaki, I believe, is relocated to the Atlanta, Georgia area, an Atlanta Falcons fan, and comedian David Dyer, of course, in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. So looking forward to catching up with Kostaki and David right here on a Tuesday morning on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Another heartbreaking loss for rookie quarterback Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers last night. Will Lutz, a 36-yard field goal with 5:08 left in overtime before New Orleans stopped Chargers Wide receiver Mike Williams just short on a fourth down to preserve a 30-27 victory for the Saints in New Orleans. Tonight, a rescheduled game in the NFL on CBS, 7 o'clock Eastern, Buffalo at Tennessee. And the Atlanta Falcons have named defensive coordinator Raheem Morris their interim head coach after firing Dan Quinn on Sunday. And a person familiar with the situation tells reporters that Tennessee remains on schedule for tonight. The Patriots also returned no positives after the NFL pushed back their game with Denver from last night to Sunday. The latest testing results came a day after the NFL juggled the schedule, affecting 9 teams. And Major League Baseball last night, American League Championship Series, Tampa Bay beat Houston 4-2. In the National League Championship Series, Atlanta beat the Dodgers 5-1. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I haven't even read this win back, but I just saw the first 5 words. I heard you 2 idiots. I'm in. But I do believe we may have corrected this at one point. It says, I heard you 2 idiots talking about Scooby-Doo sang Rut-Row a couple of weeks ago. I just wanted to point out, Scooby-Doo has never said Rut-Row in the history. It was the Jetsons' dog Astro, which we actually did discuss.
We kind of did cover that story.
Right.
He's gone back to all the Scooby-Doos and checked to see if he said Rut-Row.
According to him, has never said Rut-Row ever in the history of the show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hello and welcome to Larry King Live. Well, for years, he was one of the most powerful rodents in Hollywood and a former co-worker of mine. Joining me in the studio is the water-skiing squirrel from the CNN News promos. Man, I don't think I've seen you since you left after that salary dispute.
Yeah, I went all David Caruso on the network. I stormed into an executive meeting and demanded more nuts or I walk. Next thing I know, CNN dumps me. Then my life kind of spins out of control from there.
Yeah, so times were tough for you then, huh?
Well, I was practicing a stunt for an Adam Sandler movie, and I blew out my ACL. I spent 18 months just learning to scamper again.
Wow.
It was another year before I could strap on the skis.
Wow.
That's a lifetime in this business. I was washed up. The only work I get anymore is at boat shows. Last week, I opened for Russell Johnson, the professor from Gilligan's Island. The Professor Larry.
Man, that's rough. I remember when you, me, Wolf Blitzer, Bernie Shaw, Judy Woodruff, remember when we used to limo around to all the strip clubs after work on Friday night? Wow.
Those were some wild times. Did you know that Judy and I used to have a little thing?
No kidding.
Yeah, sometimes she would come over to my place because she liked to play with my nuts.
Wow. I thought she just used that line on me.
So, what do you say, Larry? Can you help me get my old job back at CNN?
Well, I don't know. The budget's pretty tight, man. We just hired Connie Chung.
Does she water ski? Or parasail, which is something new I added to the act.
Look, I just can't promise anything.
Come on, Larry. Help a brother out. I haven't had a nut in 3 days.
I'm sorry, man. There's nothing I can do.
All right, then. I know where there's a couple of nuts I can help myself to.
Hey, what do you do? Don't go there. Stop it. Oh, yikes. Yows. Oh, you nuts, man. Easy on the sack. Ow.
Promise you'll help, or I'll slit it open and bury him in the park. You'll never see him again.
All right, I promise. Holy crap. I'll be dipping the Hardy Boys in a warm Bactine bath tonight. Yo! Well, this is Larry King Live. Damn you. Come here, you little furry son of a...
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy.
47 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bundles of cash at stake. Be sure to listen to Q95 throughout the day today, including this morning, for your shot at $1,000 in cash. It's fun. It's money. I think you're going to like it, so pay attention. And don't forget, this evening, you can check out the Bob and Tom Show, MyNDTV 23.
Yeah!
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now.
Scared the hell out of me.
That's Josh just screaming at random. Josh, of course, is occupying the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Tomorrow, a special appearance by the I Hate Steven Singer Singers as we bring back Duke Tomato and the Power Trio as our outhouse band.
Oh, it's going to be a party.
Portland's already here.
They're going to be freezing.
Can we have,
Gosh, I'll bring him coffee.
Bring that up. I'm trying my best. Actually, I have to pay for that portalet every week.
You got to get a tent. You got to get a tent and
Are they going to be on the porch?
Yeah, they're not allowed in the building.
Well, okay.
Not because of COVID. It's just because they're musicians.
Right. Of course.
Now, with the Steven Singer Singers tomorrow, can we have those Dolly Madison Zingers?
Oh.
Those taste treats?
There's a Twinkie of the Dolly Madison.
You better. Why don't you call Amy and work that out? I'm busy today.
Singer.
Let's see.
I don't
now,
think Amy's speaking to you, and I'll tell you why. It was her birthday yesterday.
No, I know it was her birthday. It was.
But she was off yesterday.
You didn't say anything on the air about it. Or a cake or nothing.
Well, I'm not going to have her make herself a cake. She's our cake lady.
Yeah, I get the point.
That'd be really weird. Hey, Amy, happy birthday. Make yourself a cake.
Amy's the cake lady?
Yes.
You didn't know that?
I think I did, but I'm going to have to start being nicer.
To be fair, Chrissy said she was off yesterday, and I'm pretty sure when she's off, she does not want to hear my dad's voice at all.
That's probably true.
Even saying happy birthday.
That's true.
Hey, that's true. Let's see. There's Ace over there, Chick McGee, Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. I'm Tom. That is Willie G. Patty G in the next room. Pat, can we do a little song here in honor of...
Chick-inspired song?
Yeah, a chick was doing a little bit of singing for us. The audio turd that is the Manfred Mann version of the Mighty Quinn.
Well, we can Dylan it up.
Apologize.
Do you want to explain the situation? What is the setup on this? What's the coach that got canned?
Dan Quinn, the Atlanta Falcons head coach, has finally justifiably been fired. The Falcons are 0-5.
Wow.
They lost the Super Bowl 28. They were ahead 28-3 the Super Bowl. The Patriots came all the way back and won in overtime. That's on Dan Quinn's resume, or mesame is what he calls it. And
it's a mesame.
Yeah, Raheem Morris has been named the interim coach. But Dan Quinn's fired. He used to be with Seattle. Now he's
now the tribute.
Come on, get out. Come on, he can't win. You won't see any more of Danny Quinn. Come on, no doubt. Yeah, we can do without. You'll not see any more of Danny Quinn. There you go, chick.
You know, the Falcons have a cheer. Did you know that? I don't know if you know that or not. It goes,
ooh, pig suey.
Okay, it's a falcon, sure, but it's a pig.
Flying pig.
Yeah.
Was that the final cut? Is that the one that went to them?
What'd you go with?
I don't know.
I think he went with the second one on this
chick.
cut. Not this one.
Pig suey. No?
That's the keeper.
You know, chick. Ooh, pig suey.
That one.
That's a good one.
It's not a solo art. You really have to have a group to make it.
Well, then why didn't the two of you do it together?
That, yeah.
I don't work with him.
The one thing we agree on, we can't, unless we're being paid on the air,
Yes.
we can't.
There's no way I'll ever speak to
They
him.
talk between a certain hour and a certain hour.
Okay, gotcha.
I have a go-between.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, where were we? We have...
This is my favorite.
You know, chick, woo, pig suey has...
Yeah, that's the one. Brings it home.
What do you mean? Well, that wasn't...
Woo, pig suey.
Well, he didn't know at the time, I don't think.
I didn't do the actual... No, that was just reading. I was doing what they call a cold read.
Well, a little preparation would have been...
Now, we got this... a guy...
Sorry.
Did you try turning off the mic?
I turned off the mic. I turned my head. I put my face in my elbow.
Now we've got COVID-19 hovering right at eye level.
Does my voice change with or without? This is without the mask. This is with the mask. Does it change?
Just a little bit.
Muffly,
A little bit.
but not much.
A little bit?
A little bit muffled.
How about a tennis ball and a bandage? How about that?
Okay.
I got sports coming up.
We got sports.
Just
got
a
sports.
second.
I got flying fish, man.
Flying fish.
They're flying?
Fishes?
You throw them hard enough, they'll fly.
Blue 42.
Now,
Blue 42.
let's try this version of the Woo Pig Suey. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
Pig suey.
Dean is a genius.
Are you kidding me?
You want to hear that again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pig suey.
I don't want to hear anything else.
That is so good.
Although better than Keith, I think.
Yeah.
I think I really nailed it there.
You were doing that, and I'm walking out, and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's tomorrow's show. Blue Pig Suey.
A little bit of brown sugar.
Now, what's the last college football game you attended, Tom?
Attended?
I might know the answer to this.
Because Arkansas football should really be enjoyed in person. So you can, whoo, Pig Suey. Call him home.
I don't remember.
Nope, you never went to one at CU, so we can check that off the list.
No, I'd be long.
Sam didn't have a
Oh, I know.
football team.
Yeah, University of Michigan.
Of course. The only state open.
Versus Ohio State in Ann Arbor.
Ooh, that's a big
That's
game.
the one where on the way out of the game, I saw the actor who portrayed Frank Cannon
Oh, yeah.
in a convertible Rolls Royce as 106,000 people are exiting the University of Michigan football stadium. They're putting gas in a Rolls Royce right there by the. Don't you think you gas up before you have a chauffeured limo?
I mean, he ran out of gas at
I
the
guess
stadium?
I was the funny, and I looked. Is that Frank Cannon, the detective?
Wow.
You know,
Robert Conrad is the name of the actor.
the name of the Ohio State-Michigan game is The Game. It's so big.
I was there selling my Woody is a Pecker T-shirts.
So you were in
that's right.
college is the last time you were in a college?
No. It was this. I had been on for
Silk screen, right?
I had silk screen.
Did you have the hair?
famous?
Did you have the shoulder-length hair?
Not shoulder length. The famous Woody is a Pecker T-shirts.
So you were just
collector's items. Every once in a while, someone will send me a picture of them.
They still have that?
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're collectible.
Man. Do you
still have one?
I have one. Yeah,
Oh,
somewhere at the house. Yeah, someone sent it to me. One of our listeners sent it to me.
Didn't the Walter Lance estate, after a long legal battle?
I think it would be considered probably fair use if you weren't an educated attorney.
The Woody Pecker simile?
It could be, and it was all cash. I don't think it's anything to worry about.
We don't need
no paper trail.
I think, as Donnie would say, the statute of limitations,
the statute of limitations.
which is a statue of Donnie.
Before
Donnie
you,
would also say all cash.
you're going to get windbagged on this because Frank Cannon was William Conrad,
Oh, what did I
not
say?
You said
Robert
Robert.
Oh, sorry,
Conrad.
Robert
'Cause
Conrad.
I'm like, Robert
Conrad was the.
Conrad's
Cannon.
knock a battery
Yeah,
off
the
my
battery
shoulder.
guy.
Right.
He was the guy from the Great Western.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
It wasn't really a West.
You were talking
I
about,
love that
You're talking about
show.
Jake and the You Know What Man, right?
Jake and the Fat Man?
Yeah,
Jake and the
that
Fat
show, yeah.
You know, but the show was called Cannon.
Yeah. Cannon.
was
Frank
also in
Cannon.
There was Jake and the Fat Man, too, yeah.
Oh, I can remember that story. You remember that story about how he got auditioned for that one? Phone rang.
Am I reading for Jake? William? Mr. Conrad.
Well, you
no.
could read for Jake. You're not going to get it.
It's weird because my name isn't Jake.
His belly got there an hour before him. It was
Oh,
crazy.
he was a big man.
They didn't have a lot of chase scenes in that TV show. He was a great big fat detective.
He did run a lot, though.
Yeah. You know, but the best part about that show, that was the first show that I can recall where a guy had a car phone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And he said
mobile operator.
Yeah.
Yes, Gordo.
Gordo. His name wasn't Gordon. The man was speaking Spanish.
El Gordo. Okay, sorry.
Hey,
Robert Conrad, and the best thing about that TV show was they would always do a freeze frame.
Wild Wild
And
West.
they'd turn it into a painting.
Yes.
Super cool.
Coming up, how far can you throw a fish? And a wild world record. A wild.
It's a good one.
World
A
record.
dangerous
It's
one. I
not
liked
good,
it.
but it's wild.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I know it's Tuesday, October 13th, and thank you so much for joining us. Kostaki Economopoulos, David Dyer on the way. But tomorrow is Wednesday. Sometimes I refer to it as Hump Day. Our outhouse band, Duke Tomato, featuring, yes, the Steven Singer Singers are going to be making their way to the Friggin' Mall parking lot with the outhouse there waiting for them, the portalette, because, you know, musicians are filthy. They aren't allowed in the Friggin' Mall building for now. So Duke Tomato and the house band coming up on Wednesday, just so you know. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump has returned to the campaign trail, holding his first rally since he contracted the coronavirus. Trump took the stage last night in Sanford, Florida, and declared he was in good health, saying he felt powerful and felt well and contagion-free. The president was sidelined from the campaign trail for more than 10 days after he tested positive for the virus October 2nd. Questions about his health persist, but his doctor said Monday the president had tested negative twice for the virus and was cleared to travel. And a large study of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine has been paused while the company investigates whether a study participant's unexplained illness is related to the shot. The company announced yesterday that the illness, accidents, and so-called adverse events are an expected part of large clinical studies. Its physicians and a safety monitoring panel will try to determine what might have caused the illness. The pause is at least the second such hold to occur among several vaccines that have reached large-scale final tests here in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
The steam begins to rise, it slowly effervesces. Leaves are crinkling under sweet caresses.
Pissing outside, pissing outside. Nice. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. Because the grass is always greener when you water with your wiener outside.
Hi, 7:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You kidding me? That's Christy Lee with a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Man. Sunshine and 70, clear to partly cloudy skies overnight, low 45. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 76. Currently, we have 41 degrees.
So 41?
It's a 41.
Okay.
It's a 41.
41. A little Italian
Current
food
temperature
last
and
night.
aroma.
Taco Tuesday, my ass. It's Italian too.
That's right. We have Italians in the news.
I want to say hi to my buddy Dr. Lanter.
Hi, Dr. Lanter.
Hi, Dr. Lanter.
Dr. Lanter is the guy that he fixed up Ace's eyes and mine and Chick's in different ways. Ace and I have what are called multifocal lenses permanently inside our eyes, which is why I can read this piece of paper without glasses. I can drive without glasses. I can get shades off the rack. Thank you very much. Mr. McGee had the, what do you call it, the LASIK surgery.
Or distance.
Dr. Lanter's been doing this for quite some time. He is a distinguished physician and scientist. And give me a number between 1 and 10, Josh.
9.
9 would be, he definitely helped me, and I'm sure he can help you too. Notice, no glasses. Want to have me do it backwards? 2, you help, can he? Sure am I, and me help. Definitely he.
That helped.
That helps no one.
It just shows that I can read.
Hi, this is Dr. Lanter. I'd like to cancel him after. Just cancel it all. No, I've had it.
He's a great
One
guy.
dyslexic out there going, man, I understood everything
Maybe
he
it's
said.
time you got the LASIK.
I can see he's an idiot. I don't want to do
Sorry,
it myself.
Dr. Lanter. Nice guy. Good friend. Oh. It's unbelievable. I'm enjoying this music. Be quiet.
Nobody said anything.
Taking some time.
Oh, I saw the eye. I know what he's got over there. Where was I?
Oh, I got it right here for you, baby.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Should I do it by handsomeness?
You don't start with me.
Once again, look for Ace's book.
What's Ace's book called, Chick?
Unreasonable Confidence. In
I
your
saw that on
bookstore everywhere.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm holding up the book and everything. I did the dedication. Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Today is the 13th of October, 2020. The world continues to spin in spite of everything. We're doing okay. Hope you are too.
Not so much in greased grooves, but
we're okay.
Yeah.
We're okay. Once again, my only advice to the world is make sure that you celebrate Halloween. Put stuff out for the kids. Have some fun, for God's sake. Don't ruin that, too. I've got to figure out exactly how we're going to give out the candy, but I will figure it out.
Same here. I'm working on a couple different
I think we're going to glove up and put them in bags. And
you're not going to do the plastic tube that someone discovered?
I know what I'm doing.
Invention?
I put a fun size in my mouth, and then I make the kids Lady and the Trampet.
Oh, that's well, no, don't be silly. The kid's mom, Lady.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right.
Well, no, it's not an issue because he's using full-size candy bars, so there's a lot of distance between.
No, fun size, I said.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Can I kiss your children?
Oh, Josh.
Can I kiss your toddler?
It's okay as long as you don't breathe on them, right? It's airborne. Swapping spit. No problem.
I was writing on the shoe-in page, Bills at Tennessee, and I said toddler, and I started to write toddler for Tennessee. I don't know what's happening.
Tennessee toddlers. Okay, where were we? Oh, let's see. There's Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yep.
Josh occupying the Josh Gabor. The IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Yes, proud
this is
to be
Tom
here.
speaking. Welcome back to the program. We have some sad news today. A couple things. Well, not just in sports. Did you see?
Oh, Tom Kennedy? Is that what you were talking about?
Split second? I love that show.
He died, 93. He had a good run.
I don't think I know Tom Kennedy.
Yeah, here, maybe this will refresh your memory. Hang on. I had Dean grab this. This is...
From Hollywood, the music capital of the world, it's the $100,000 Name That Tune.
I don't remember this, but I know the show.
Name That Tune.
Yeah, but wasn't Ron Ely or whatever his name, the host of Name That
Tarzan?
Tune? Yeah, wasn't he?
Well,
later?
that may have been later. No one brings up Pearly Joe when you're talking about the Three Stooges. Tom Kennedy was the guy. Name That Tune.
So he was a game show host, huh?
Do you have the story,
Yes,
Kristen?
he was. Tom Kennedy was the host of the TV game show The Name That Tune, died at the age of 93.
See ya.
His daughter Courtney, nephew Ben confirmed that Kennedy, born James Edward Nars, died Wednesday in his Oxnard, California home.
Nars from Oxnard?
He had a brother. Remember, his brother was a game show. Jack Nars was a game show host.
Oh, was?
So anyway, so at his funeral, if they ask you to name that tune, it's probably going to be the Taps. I'm thinking.
Oh, gosh.
I think, wasn't Kathy Lee Gifford at the time, or Kathy Lee, whatever the hell her name was then, as singer on that show? Name That Tune?
Maybe a later version later.
It ran from 53 to 59.
Oh, jeez.
There was
Bill
the new.
Cullen was
There
one of
was the new Name That Tune, I think is what I'm thinking of.
It'd be, that's a great, we do it all the time, kind of.
Yeah.
What's
it's
the
fun,
song?
isn't it?
Yeah, it is fun.
It'd be very tough today, but There's
You're
so many
right.
different genres of
Chick,
music. I think.
Kathy Lee Gifford did sing on that show.
Well, they have it now. Now it's called Can You Beat Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Just a different...
Shazam.
Just Shazam.
Shazam is undefeated.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sometimes it doesn't know, though. But then odds are
I
you
have a
don't
question.
know either.
When you play, when you're at a restaurant and some music starts, you want to know what the song is, and you turn the Shazam on. Do you do what I do and hold the phone close?
Yes.
to the speaker?
I always hold it up.
Does that really help?
No.
Probably not. And you've got to admit that's pretty amazing technology.
Have you ever tried singing into Shazam? You're just like, well, you have a song in your head. You're like, what is this? I have, and it did not work.
Does that work?
No, it didn't work for me at least.
It says it worked. You can hum the tune. It said that on the app.
I just love imagining Josh at Home Alone going, staring at a blank page before you open up the dirty window. Hit the song. Dang it, didn't get it again.
Staring waiting.
At the blank.
What is that, Tool?
Let me try it again.
I think that's Natasha Bedingfield.
I have a technical question. So this guy's real name is James Edward Nars.
Yes.
And he becomes Tom Kennedy?
Yeah.
Kind of random. There's no connection at all.
Well, that's the way they used to.
Why didn't he become
choose
Jim
names.
Kennedy?
I don't know.
Or Teddy.
Remember?
That name was pretty taken.
Isn't Michael Caine like Maurice Middlewhite or something? And,
Oh, yeah, there's a few of those. People that changed.
Or Maurice Michael Middlewhite, and he was going into his agent's office, and he looked up, and the Caine Mutiny was playing with Humphrey Bogart, and he said, "Oh, I'm Michael Caine now."
Michael Caine.
I love stories like that.
Yeah.
You know the song Moni Moni?
Mm-hmm.
Great song. That
Get drunk.
just like in the what is the movie where he looks up in Midnight Cowboy and he sees the Mutual of New York Moni sign. That's where that came from. So that's pretty funny. Well, in the meantime, I think we have a sportscast to complete. Is that possible?
A fish throwing event on the Gulf Coast has been rescheduled for later this month.
Okay.
Rest happy, fish throwers. The annual mullet toss, where contestants throw dead fish from a point in Florida across the state line into Alabama, was initially scheduled for April of this year. When it was postponed due to the virus, the event raises money for local charities while competitors vie for distance records. According to AL.com, that's the Alabama website, the competition is now set for October 23rd to the 25th at the Florabama Lounge on the...
Right in the border.
They're not a
Florida,
live mullet, right?
Alabama.
Dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't take much if they're dead.
Yeah, I think
It's still not easy to throw
It's
fish.
throwing a dead fish. It's not
They gotta be
easy.
squirming around.
No, they can easily, they can still slip out of
You
your
know what
hands.
it's like dealing with a dead fish, Josh, in the bedroom.
Whoa.
What an interesting...
No, he's right. Every woman I've ever been with just laid there and didn't want to be there. But of course, that's what chloroform does. It tends to subdue the woman, and therefore
Enthusiasm is their
a lot
last...
of movement. I couldn't get laid on my own. I need the help of chemicals.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't the mullet toss? It sounds like some kind of move that
Sounds like
Donnie
Donnie
Baker
Baker
would make
do.
in a bar.
Yeah, absolutely.
He kind of tosses his head and the mullet. Hey, man, business in the front, party in the back. That's kind of a fun thing, though. I remember we talked about this a couple years ago.
We did? I don't
fish
remember
throwing
that.
event?
Yeah, the fact that
that.
the place is right on the state line, and
Yeah, my mom goes down there every winter.
I
That's her
love doing
bar.
stuff like that. Have you ever been in the place where you can stand in 4 states in the space of 1 second?
Sure, New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, and
Maine, I think.
Maine, yeah, the other one.
Yeah. It's quite a stretch.
Remember the Muppet, Lou Zealand? He would throw fish and they would boomerang back.
He had the googly eyes.
Yes.
It's funny stuff, man.
Is there a reason that they're throwing them in Florida? Like, is throwing fish illegal in the other side?
No, isn't that from Florida to Alabama? It's uphill, right?
Right, it is, yeah.
Oh, if you look at the map,
I mean, if you're looking at the globe, it's
topographic.
Sure.
Geez, come on.
I mean, it's more to the left, I guess.
But still up.
Still kind of up, yeah.
Still, yeah.
South,
Tom, back to you.
Northwest.
Gave it a shot, didn't work. Back to you.
What do you got?
Yeah, we tried. We got some notes. We'll come back.
Actually,
I enjoyed it.
Doesn't the mullet toss also sound like kind of a description of self-pleasure in the back of a truck?
No.
I don't think so. I was going to say...
Yeah, she gave me the old mullet toss.
When you put it like that.
Wasn't that verified that George Kennedy came up with the term mullet
He did?
in Cool Hand Luke? Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's a fish.
When they're washing the car, look at that mullet head, or something. Calls one of the other cons a mullet head.
Oh, I didn't know. It could be.
Be quiet, mullet head.
I don't think that the mullet hairstyle is named after the fish.
Well, maybe it looks like I have fish hanging off.
That makes no sense.
I think it is.
Fish tail?
What?
A mullet?
Well, the fish definitely came first.
Well, yeah.
Where do you think baby fish came from?
Well, when the two fish love each other very much.
One fish comes first.
Let's get back to our new Tom Kennedy tribute show. Name that dirge. In which we never mind.
The poor guy, nothing but entertainment through his entire life.
Yeah, he was 93.
93.
He was
a great
ready.
run.
Sure
What do you do?
Tired of watching
dirge.
I can name that dirge in 2 notes.
Boy, that is just depressing.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry. No, we have a lot to get to here. Now, you want to give us the sports teaser?
World record.
It's a good one. You watch the video on this thing?
With the Father of the Year.
Oh, not again.
Stepping up, yeah.
No, this is a badass
Here
record.
we go.
Badass.
It's
Is he riding a motorcycle through some flaming...
It's frightening and foolish.
It involves big, sharp knives.
It is an interesting video.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to that. Also coming up today, Kostaki Economopoulos, comedian and fireman, Dave Dyer will be joining us right now.
Speaking of knives and sharp things.
There we go. Harry's Razors, we've been talking about them for years now, and Harry's has something different. They've made a great big change. What have they done? They've made their blades even sharper. Contemporary steel technology, like everything else. The technology is always shifting, and Harry's has been using steel from a plant that's been making steel for more than 100 years. 10 million guys have tried out Harry's. You can be one of them, too, because Harry's has an offer that is almost insane. It almost makes no sense. It's such a great deal. What am I talking about? Well, Harry's will provide you with their famous kit that has, well, for $3, put it this way, $3 and free shipping, you get the 5-blade razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3. Then the shipping is how much, Josh?
It's free.
It's free. So I'll tell you that again. The 5-blade Harry's razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3 and free shipping if you use the code Bob and Tom when you go to harrys.com. Check it out, harrys.com. It's the best offer ever with their all-new, even sharper blades. By the way, 100% guarantee from Harry's at harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom when you check out, and you can check out the finest blades Harry's has ever made. They've actually gotten better. Harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom. Tell them we sent you, please. We would certainly appreciate it. Coming up, also, we have driverless boats. Very weird. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for joining us on a Tuesday. On the way, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos with a look back at the NFL. Again, the NFL still in action coming up tonight. You got yourselves the Buffalo Bills, and how about that? The Buffalo Bills have a pretty good quarterback this year. What's his name? Oh, that's right, Josh Allen. Played at Wyoming, a beautiful part of the country. Shout out to our listeners there in Wyoming. Yes, I will be back, and we hope that you will be back with more coming up right after this on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Well, it was the place that helped the Beatles get their start. Now, the Cavern Club in Liverpool is getting a helpful hand just to stay afloat. The British government has the venue on a list of arts and cultural spots to get financial aid during the coronavirus pandemic. The Cavern will get a piece of a $335 million grant. In all, about 1,400 arts and cultural organizations are in line for the benefits. Here's an idea for a game during the Billboard Music Awards tomorrow. Try to guess which acts are taped and which are live. Some artists have taped their performances. Others will do theirs on the fly. Some to look forward to are Alicia Keys, In Vogue, Demi Lovato, and others. Kelly Clarkson will host the event at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. And when you're stuck at home during a pandemic, never a better time to do other things like growing pumpkins. Meet Travis Geiger of Anakawin, Minnesota, a horticulture teacher who had extra time on his hands while sticking close to home due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So he spent much of that time growing pumpkins. Watered his gourds up to 10 times a day, fertilized them at least twice a day, and it's paid off. Geiger entered one of his pumpkins in the 47th World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in Half Moon Bay, California, and it won, tipping the scales at 2,350 pounds. That victory earned the teacher $16,450, which, if you do the math, comes out to about $7 a pound. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
I went to a place that served exotic dishes like elk and wild boar. I heard it was delicious, but one thing I ate made me sick. It's so sad to see good beaver gone bad. Good beaver gone bad. It was tough and dry. I took a whiff and almost fainted. The pink it turned brown and it tasted kind of tainted. You take your chances eating out. I should have had the trout. Good beaver gone bad. Good beaver gone bad. You want it fresh, don't let it spoil rotten. Or leave it hanging around where it's forgotten. Better eat it while it's hot, 'cause pretty soon it's not. Yeah, a good beaver goes bad. Love is dried up. It once was so delicious. She's cruel and she's cold now, vile and vicious. She was up to no good while she gnawed on the wood. Good beaver gone bad. Good beaver, good beaver, good beaver gone bad.
Sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
When I was younger, in my 20s, and I'd see a young, beautiful girl, I'd be, oh, you know, I got to get that. And now it's, oh, I'll never get that. Because young girls are filled with sugar and spice and everything nice, and I'm filled with anger and semen and shame. How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, you know, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. Mm-hmm. Beer, pizza, sex, gum, shampoo, sex, burritos, tires, sex. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Mm. Where's my Sprite, my new car? And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies. Mm-hmm. I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road.
721 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 70, partly cloudy tomorrow 76. A chilly start, 41 degrees.
Pay close attention. This hour included a shot at, put it this way, some serious money. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with Ace Chick.
How about you?
Thank you very much. This is Tom. There's Willie. There's Pat Godwin. That's Josh Arnold over there. And
Hi.
IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Proud to be here, Tom.
It's good to see you there. Thank you very much. Christy Lee is over there at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Wouldn't want to be anywhere else, Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, coming up, we have a...
Where would you rather be right here, right now?
Super badass world record coming up.
Uh-huh.
I think...
I'm skeptical, but I'm willing to hear it out.
Life,
Are you?
Life, especially now, life is hard enough.
It is hard.
This guy continually make it more difficult for him, for his friends.
This is
his friends
this is
to
a really good record.
His children are fatherless. I just don't get it. Stupid world record. David Rush.
Again.
has a new world record. The most fruit sliced in 1 minute while juggling 3 knives.
Okay.
Now, these are big knives, and they're
Like a
very
chef's
sharp.
knife?
They're, I don't know, like a foot and a half
I
long.
bet the bigger the knife, though, the easier to slice the apples.
I would think the bigger the knife, the easier to slice your wrists.
Well.
So he's juggling the 3 knives, and there's a guy throwing the apples at him.
Hollywood Hannon.
Yeah.
So
And-
they're
and as he's-
sliced midair?
Yes.
Russ
Hollywood Hannon. Oh, go ahead.
Russ juggled 3 knives and used them to slice the apples that were flying at him.
I bet this is a good video.
And the cran apples are the little.
Oh, thanks
Crab
for that,
apples.
Ace. I appreciate that. Crab apples, huh?
Well, it's even harder.
Several years of juggling practice under his belt and 400 pounds of crab apples on hand. Rush successfully sliced 40 apples in 60 seconds.
I like that. He's not wasting
sliced them
food.
in the middle.
In the middle, he's juggling, and then as the apple comes at him, he takes one of the knives and slices the apple.
This is a skill.
Yeah, he's a really good juggler. We put this on our various social media platforms if you want to see it. This is a really good one. And I'll tell you what, watching this, I'm kind of surprised that I've got to hand it to Hollywood Hannon for not putting on chainmail. Because
why?
If one of these knives slips, I'm surprised Mr. Rush doesn't wear protective eye covering or something also.
Is he wearing gloves?
I don't think so.
Well, you couldn't do. You'd safety yourself right out of being able to do this.
I could never juggle 3 knives. They're big knives and they're sharp.
Well,
I have no interest in juggling 3 knives.
I do.
You do?
Oh, yeah, man.
Really?
Can you imagine if people didn't know that I could juggle knives and I just kind of walked into a kitchen? Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, my God.
They'd lose their mind.
Getting to that point, how many times are you going to cut your hand?
Many.
Well, I'm sure he learned I'm sure he practiced with knives that were really dull, or he'd probably ground the edges down.
There's a guy who does cooking on the internet that I watch all the time. Some people say too much.
Too much.
And he spins forks and knives and spoons like a drummer does with his drumsticks. He spins these, and he could spin a cookie sheet on his finger like a basketball. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, you get a cookie sheet in the eye, might be pretty bad. You get a giant dagger in your eye.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
I think Hollywood Hannon should have been wearing eye protection and chainmail. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think it's better that they didn't wear anything.
What if it slipped?
That's the risk.
That's part of the rock and roll element
Exactly.
of setting world
That's right.
records.
You want to set a record or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is, I think, his coolest. So congratulations to Mr. Rush.
Okay, I'm watching
Great
this
world
video
record.
now.
It's got to be cool. That's something that I would pay $5 to sit and watch.
Well, I tried,
Really?
I want to say 2 years ago, I got some juggling balls and I tried to get into it. I was juggling constantly and I still couldn't get it for more than like 20 seconds, really.
Chick McGee can juggle.
He sure can.
I'm rusty, but yeah, I could juggle. I taught myself.
Could you juggle knives?
No. I can't do the spinning. It's
Okay.
just the balls.
Butter knives?
These aren't little crab apples. These are not regular size apples.
But they're crab apples. He makes a real point that they're
Okay.
not. He makes a real point that they're not wasting food.
Sure.
Gotcha.
They actually
But they're-
show Hollywood Hannon on a ladder,
Right.
grabbing the crab apples. So they're not.
Okay, it's a skill. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool.
They
it's a
show
cool
him
little
out
thing.
in the orchard, the crabapple orchard, getting the crab apples.
Yeah, they do.
Those are almost machetes.
Yeah. So congratulations to David Rush on another great world record.
Well, this, maybe his first. This is the one we're talking about.
Yeah. Leaving his kids at home so he and his weird buddy named Hollywood can go to the apple orchard.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
The good news, he could always quit his job now and become one of those hibachi guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Actually, his kid's in the video. So
And
I
we
guess
still haven't come up with. We decided years ago that the hibachi chefs
need new tricks.
they need a new trick.
I don't think so.
They've only got. I mean, I love going
shrimp
to
in the
those.
hat.
Does the volcano onion not impress you, sir?
Yes, but they need a new one.
Yes, but you're the king of the. What would happen if you went and they didn't do the volcano? You'd lose your mind.
Sure, but I'm asking them to. Someone needs to create a new gag. They've got the squirting. They squirt the water in your face with the male member on the little dolly. Remember that one?
You know what trick I'd like
I don't
to
remember that one.
That woman sued for him. She was sexually harassed.
Yeah, she did.
That's right.
I'd like them to learn the trick of equal portions.
Oh, yeah.
Why does she get an extra shrimp? What the hell's this about?
Oh, wait, no, do you not see? Now, I'm the big guy when we go to hibachi, and I get targeted with all the extra food.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. I just got the chicken. He goes, extra shrimp for you. Take the extra shrimp. You want it. I know you want it.
Chefs always give it to the ladies.
Oh, nice.
You ever catch the shrimp in your mouth and you realize, A, I got it, and B, it's scalding. I had just burned my tongue. No, I'm just saying that someone needs to come up with a new trick. They've got the standard arsenal. You know, they squirt the stuff, light it on fire. That's cool.
Oh, no. Impresses me every time.
They've got the train. They've got
Train
the
whistle,
onion volcano.
yeah.
But they need someone's got to come up with another
egg.
food trick.
They got the egg, they catch it in his pocket.
Yeah. Or sometimes they
Or on his hat.
catch it in their hat.
In his
I like
hat.
that one.
Where did it go? Great bit.
You ever get strangely racist and you're disappointed that the guy doing
He's
it
not
is an
Asian?
Asian? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? I came to
He's my neighbor.
Dude, okay. Nice onion volcano, Trevor. Great.
Trevor.
There you go, Chad.
Hey, Jose.
Yeah, a lot.
It's a Taco Tuesday at the Japanese place.
I'm on record. I want to speak in broken English.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm just saying, someone please come up with a new gag, and we'll pass it out to all the great hibachi chefs out
I'm
there.
having hibachi for lunch. Thank you for bringing
I'll tell you
that
what,
up.
coming up just in time for Halloween, we've got mini pumpkins, and Willie and I will be trying to juggle mini pumpkins.
What?
Love it.
What do you think of that?
Do you think you can take a knife and slice one midair?
No, we don't want to. We want to eat the pumpkins later.
Like an apple.
Yeah, like an apple. You ever eat a pumpkin like an apple?
Hurts your teeth. It doesn't taste good. Yeah, it's awful.
It's hideous. Yeah. You want to
Hey, who's that? Someone answer the phone, please.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Skip Stones, and this is some of the news. Well, a new study about cat-human communication has provided scientific evidence of what many cat lovers already suspected. Slow blinking may help people bond with their feline companions. Our results suggest that slow blink sequences may function as a form of positive emotional communication between cats and humans, wrote scientists in the study. Plus, it makes your cat happy because he thinks you're having a stroke.
Stroke.
Bad kitty, bad kitty. Sometimes living the quiet life is a choice. Other times it's the reality of a global pandemic. New research suggests lockdowns and stay-at-home orders led to a dramatic reduction in noise exposure. That is, if you don't have kids, that is. If you have kids, the noise exposure due to fighting, complaining, and whining is up 436%.
I bet.
U.S. military dogs might one day be equipped with augmented reality goggles, which could be used by their human service member partners to remotely provide guiding commands. Augmented reality goggles for dogs. Incredible. Yet they still haven't created those X-ray specs from the back of your favorite comic book that allows you to see through clothes that every boy dreamed of when he was 13 years old.
Yeah, that's right.
Good Lord. A man and a woman have been arrested after contacting a woman on Facebook and asking about renting her horse for sexual activities. Now, while I don't condone such actions, when the couple is released on bail, they're welcome to stop by this newscaster's crib, and my Great Dane Sheldon will gladly hump their leg for $50 a pop. And finally, ooh, pig suey! And finally, some space scientists thought that an object spotted in space heading toward Earth was an asteroid that will get nabbed by Earth's gravity and become a mini moon next month. Instead of an asteroid, the newly discovered object appears to be an old rocket from a failed moon landing mission 54 years ago, according to NASA's leading asteroid expert.
Whoa.
The expert also said that apparently some people don't know their asteroid from a hole in the ground. There's a damn dog in the studio. Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Skip Stones, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you very much. That's interesting.
What?
this asteroid thing, I had not heard about that.
It's crazy. We talked about that last week, did we not?
Did we?
Yeah, here it says a scientist from the U.S. Space Agency says what they thought was a small asteroid is actually the section of a rocket coming back home.
Space junk.
You know what they call a half asteroid? Hemorrhoid.
What?
Nothing?
We'll figure it out.
Hemisphere? Hemorrhoid? Right? Asteroid? Can we write that down?
Look,
This is live, okay?
the pieces are there.
Yeah.
As someone once said, there are no bad ideas. That person was wrong.
There's something there with that. It'll come back 2 days later. And
Robert Schimmel had a bit about why are hemorrhoids not asteroids and asteroids not hemorrhoids. And then he said that would make a proctologist an astronaut.
miss him.
Yeah,
I love the Robert Schimmel.
Great show.
I'm sorry, were we still at the sports page?
No, sir.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of sports.
Wherever you go, whatever you do,
you have to have the
always
music.
be a good sport. The panda's yelling, and of course,
Chick.
Pig suey.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, now this is a callback to something from last week.
All right.
And I don't remember why we were talking about this, but we found the reference. So I'll play this. This is the end of the Tubes song, the great band The Tubes.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
That was that was their big hit. They had a song, "What Do You Want from Life?"
I'm not familiar
No one's
with
heard that but
tune.
you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is the Young Punks on Dope or something you like?
There was a great song called White Punks on Dope
There we
that
go.
they did.
This
is the end of What Do You Want from Life? They mentioned, among other things, Randolph Mantooth.
Oh, yeah, from
the
Emergency?
Actor. Yeah, but here we go. Listen to
Or a moped, a Winnebago. Hella heard of Winnebagos. We're giving them away. Or how about a McCullough chainsaw? A Las Vegas wedding, a Mexican divorce, a solid gold Kama Sutra coffee pot, or a baby's arm holding an apple.
Remember a baby's arm holding an
Nobody,
apple?
I don't remember that.
Yes, we talked about it last week.
When we talked to Al, he had the term baby leg.
Right, that's why. Good job, Willie.
Yeah.
Was that how the song went?
That's the end of it?
The very end of the song.
And people enjoyed that?
They should have ended it earlier.
No joke, Pat.
Well, I think they were having some fun.
It's clearly a play on commercialization of.
Waited to hear that?
The panning. Ooh.
Yeah, the sound panning at the end. That's obviously the sound engineer was really
that's
high
where you
on-
lift the
on
tone
cheap
arm
pot. We have pot coming up in the news. And we have the usual array of alligators and bears on the loose. Have you seen the video of the cougar chasing this guy?
I haven't.
Yes.
This is
terrifying.
Alligator versus a bear. Who you got?
Bear.
It depends.
bear.
I think the bear is.
I take the alligator.
The crocodile in Lake Placid eats a grizzly bear.
Is that right?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Is that a movie?
Yes, it is.
Oh, then that's.
It sounded like there was a mishap at one of the Olympics.
I was going to say,
that I was unaware
how unusual for Lake Placid to have gators in it.
Dick Button was skating, and an alligator ate a
especially when it's
grizzly bear.
frozen. So the beautiful Lake Placid. I'm sorry.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, we have
the Kennedys were there. Yeah.
We have that story coming up. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. Now, Christy, what else have you got over there?
Are we doing news or are we just teasing? Where are we at here?
You can just give me the tease.
Okay, this story is the one that caught my eye today. Pompeii, everybody knows about that.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody stole some stuff from Pompeii and they've been cursed for 15 years. We're going to talk about that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Only 15 years, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
maybe
they're
it's
lucky
worth
to
it
get
to have
away.
a.
Yeah.
Well, they had to return
your own statue at home.
Yeah.
They didn't take a corpse.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I think Reagan in the Imported Antiquities Act of 1984, I think he pretty much banned.
Yeah, we did have another story about more tombs that have been discovered in Egypt.
Yep. They opened it. Did you see they opened their sarcophagus last week, I think?
I can name that tomb in 3 notes.
Nicely done.
Sure did.
Oh, that was great.
That's great. That's even a pun that I enjoy.
I enjoyed it.
You mean like name that tune?
Yes.
From Hollywood, the music capital of the world, it's the 100,000.
Nashville's going, what the hell?
Now, the star of our show, Tom Kennedy.
That is a great. What a great way to begin the show.
Yes.
The crowd's going nuts.
From Hollywood.
They got
That was
a
in the
live
late 70s, mid-
live
late 70s.
band there.
Oh, crowds.
Sadly, once again, Tom Kennedy deceased, but it lived a nice full life. Died at the age of 93
Right.
last week. And
Not many Kennedys die of old age.
No.
No, just let it sit there.
Well, wait a minute, Rose.
That's
Rose was like
true.
109.
Yeah.
Rose was old.
That was it, I
Boy, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is not unrelated. Mr. Tom Kennedy was the game show host.
Right.
Right.
No relation.
He didn't have a grassy knoll at his house, did he?
No, doubt it. Nothing like that. Okay. Christy, thank you very much for saving that.
How about a plaza?
Didn't walk through hotel kitchens.
Okay.
Well, that's the other.
Boy, that's really awful, isn't it? Terrible. When we come back, we'll try to get the show back on the rails. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, Jimmy Pardo. Hey, I'm Mark Allison. It is Tuesday, October 13th. That means there was a Monday night football game last night, and the Saints hold on to beat the LA Chargers 30-27. That was in overtime. Apparently, the Chargers missing a field goal in the fourth quarter. But that's the way it goes. Buffalo at Tennessee tonight. That's a 7 p.m. start, and it will be seen on CBS television. Buffalo at Tennessee. Again, a continuation of this week. Tonight, Tuesday night football, Buffalo at Tennessee. Now you're caught up with your NFL info in case you fell asleep last night like me and didn't know that the Saints beat the Chargers 30-27 in overtime. That's why we have Chick McGee, sports director extraordinaire, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Another heartbreaking loss for rookie quarterback Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers last night. Will Lutz, a 36-yard field goal with 5:08 left in overtime before New Orleans stopped Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams just short on a fourth down to preserve a 30-27 victory for the Saints in New Orleans. Tonight, a rescheduled game in the NFL on CBS, 7 o'clock Eastern, Buffalo at Tennessee. And the Atlanta Falcons have named defensive coordinator Raheem Morris their interim head coach after firing Dan Quinn on Sunday. And a person familiar with the situation tells reporters that Tennessee remains on schedule for tonight. The Patriots also returned no positives after the NFL pushed back their game with Denver from last night to Sunday. The latest testing results came a day after the NFL juggled the schedule, affecting 9 teams. And Major League Baseball last night, American League Championship Series, Tampa Bay beat Houston 4-2. In the National League Championship Series, Atlanta beat the Dodgers 5-1. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Allie, you better scour your phone. Get off the naughty pics.
I will.
Just remember, every time you take a nude picture and send it to a boy, your dad loses a year of his life.
Oh my gosh.
So you're slowly murdering your father. I want you to know that.
And Josh
He would
knows
have been
that
dead
because
for 100
sadly
years by
his
now.
dad is
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The following is a paid commercial announcement for the Joe Johnson Memory System.
Hello, I'm Joe Jefferson. Do you forget things you wish you could remember? Do you forget people's names? Do you forget important dates? Do you forget information that's important to remember, like important dates? Or perhaps you even forget people's names. That's why I created my new memory system called the Joe Jackson Memory System. With the Jeff Jackson Memory System, you'll be able to remember long lists of items in great detail. Does it work? Just listen to these testimonials.
I used to forget things all the time. You know, little things like where my car keys were, what I was supposed to pick up at the store, where my car keys were, you know, things like that. Then I tried the Jerry Johnson Memory System, and now I can even remember the names of everyone in my household. Thanks, Jack.
Man, my memory was the worst. I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago. And then I tried the John Johnson Memory System, and wow, what a difference. My memory used to be the worst. Do you know there was a time when I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago? Thanks, Jerome.
Yes, with the Johnny Jasper Memory System, you'll never forget anything important ever again. To order this Jake Jensen Memory System, just call 1-888. That's 1-800. Again, 1-877-5. 1-888-5. Or no, it's 800 number. Yes, that's 1-888-352-4QML. The Jackie Jackson Memory System costs only $19.95. That's right, just $29.95. Call today and we'll also include at no extra charge a notepad that you could use to write things down. Yes, you'll get the Junior Johnson Memory System and the notepad, all for just $39.95. Call and give your credit card and ATM number to our operators today. And what's the first thing you want to do tomorrow? That's right. Call and give our operators your credit card back. And don't forget to do what it was that I told you to do earlier involving the thing I was talking about. Your memory will improve, or my name isn't Jim Johansson.
Yeah, 744 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
No need to yell.
I don't know why I'm all high-voiced.
I hope you heard that previous announcement because keep listening for your shot at some serious money from Q95. It will be happening throughout the day today, again on this show, so just pay close attention. All right? Some money for something else. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Take it away, Duke. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, live, it'll be Duke Tomato and the Power Trio as our house band. Technically, the outhouse band. They will be outside on the porch because current protocols do not allow musicians in the building.
Can you play guitar in mittens?
No. Now, the exception to that rule is Mr. Pat Godwin, who is in the building with us, although he's behind the glass. We're looking at him on the closed circuit TV. Hi, Pat.
It's chilly over here. Pat, can you play guitar outside?
Not really. No,
Would you mind trying the rest of the morning?
I didn't see that coming. That was nicely done.
Solo.
That's
Solo,
Josh.
We can't hear you.
Screaming. It's a chick. There's Ace. I'm Tom. There's Willie G. And Christy Lee is over there. And let's see if I forgot anybody. Ace. I think we got them all in. We're all here right now. And now, Willie, are you doing a challenge again today? Is this a cold read challenge?
No. Pat and I have something prepared for you. Last week, you said all this week we were going to be doing TV theme songs if they were all in the style of the Jetsons, where sort of the TV theme song tells you exactly what's happening.
Oh, I love that. When the TV, like, for example, Gilligan's Island, if you've never seen it before, you tune it in and it tells you, I see how they got here.
Right.
And so,
they were on a
the Brady
3-hour
Bunch.
tour.
Oh, I see how they
you
got
like expository themes.
Yes. So you know what you're going to get.
The first time you heard that theme song and watched Gilligan's Island, did you look at the TV and say, oh, I see how they got there?
Yeah.
You did.
I did.
They call him Exposition Tommy. He loves knowing what's going on.
Setup, Mr. Setup.
So in this, we thought we'd take what you had. We can kind of roll with it a little bit. So this is the Brady Bunch.
Right.
But it's if it were kind of about this show.
Oh, all right.
Which is pretty fun. So you ready?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. Here's a story about a man named Tommy with one boy, one girl, and 2 more crazy boys. They all had great hair, unlike their father. They made a lot of noise until one day when Tommy got lucky. Another girl suddenly came along. Then 2 more girls, another mother. And now he's 3 Mom Tom. He's 3 Mom Tom. He's 3 Mom Tom. Mom number 3 told us not to sing this song. Thank you, Willie. So we thought we'd take what you gave us, get inspired, be ran with it.
It tells the whole story, really.
Very nice.
It does. Your next assignment is to do one of those for the show Lost.
We have 2.5 hours.
Like as in Get Lost?
Yeah, I
a
don't
great big
understand that
airplane. Oceana, Airwaves, whatever the hell.
See, but I look at you now and I go, oh, I see how you got here.
Yeah.
See, it's very,
3 Mom Tom.
I'm sure it makes a lot of sense. I want to take songs that have, or shows that have instrumental themes in Edwards.
Yes, that was the original assignment.
Okay, so we'll do that as well.
I think we could do that with,
like Peter Gunn, for example, one of the great instrumental theme songs of all time.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty simple, yeah.
Well, it depends. What are you going to come out with? You're just going to say Peter Gunn over and over again?
Peter, gun, Peter, gun.
You know, when you do it, it sounds like you're saying it just to make sure that you stay erect.
Peter.
Right?
See? There it is.
Okay.
You got it.
I'm sorry. Where were we? Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What's happening over there?
A Utah man was stalked by a cougar for 6 minutes recently. Kyle Burgess says he was out for a run on the Slate Canyon Trail near Provo.
I was out on a run. Yeah.
Came across a few cougar cubs, and eventually, where there are cubs, there's a mom.
Right.
Burgess filmed the encounter during which the big cat followed him and even rushed at him several times. As he walked backwards down the trail, he repeatedly attempted to scare off the mountain lion before it eventually got startled and ran off in the opposite direction. Officials with Utah's Division of Wildlife Resources commended the 26-year-old for how he handled the situation.
We like the way you handled that situation.
The agency's, Conservation Outreach Manager Scott Root advised people not to trail run alone and to always carry bear spray with them.
It's terrifying. This guy's, he turns his video camera on and his phone, and you see this cat.
Yep.
And a couple times the cat rushes him.
Yep.
But don't cougars just laugh at bear spray?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about
it
that.
does nothing to them,
They don't care about bear spray.
Well, the point, this guy, we have the video of
He's
this.
taking me serious.
It's all posted. And don't play with cubs. If you find cougar
That was the
cubs,
thing.
leave them alone.
But I think the best way to get a cougar to calm down is to turn on Dancing with the Stars. And then they'll just sit down and
Give them a glass of white wine.
Pat Godwin was famously stalked by a cougar. I was watching him go to work at a singles bar. She looked kind of like
saber-toothed tiger.
She looked kind of like Phyllis Diller with that Cesar Romero Joker makeup on.
Yikes!
That's painted over her mustache.
Wow,
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
Cougar. Wow. So it's worth seeing it. By the way, it's what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of foul language. I mean, you can't.
Oh, those cougars will cuss.
No. I meant the guy trying to
exit.
Get away from the cougar.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm going to see a cougar on the trail and go, ooh, golly gosh, gee, there's a wildcat.
Yeah, no kidding. It's really scary.
Boy, there's sometimes that word is the only one that works.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
They say a lot of times when they play the tapes back from those plane crashes.
Oh, no.
Hey. You know, the black box tapes?
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of cursing.
We got a little bit of a problem.
What's that?
We were going to juggle pumpkins in honor of David Rush and him setting the juggling record. Well, as you can see,
Oh, those are big pumpkins.
Those are big.
Oh, those are way too big. That one's the size of a volleyball.
I don't even know if
Try
I
it.
can juggle two.
Okay,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, chicks juggling.
Wow.
Two.
Yeah, no, you got two. Just switching hands.
And they're
really.
different weights, so that's got to throw off.
I mean, that really isn't juggling.
It's not bad.
No, Chick, you're doing a fine job, I think.
Chick, you look like you're teaching. You look like you're teaching some sort of fall-themed workout class for seniors.
That is it. That is it. Willie had it. It's the
Grab your
fall-themed
pumpkin.
juggling class for seniors.
Who's ready to get jacked, O-Lantern?
Let's do some curls.
No, you got to do 3.
You think this will shatter
Shibadooby.
on the ground?
I think the stem will break off.
Yeah, you need to cut the stems off, I think. Or
I don't
cut them
think
shorter.
I can do the 3.
Yeah, the stems are throwing you off.
Jake is attempting to juggle 3
Give it a
pumpkins.
shot.
You're back- you're going to bust the microphone.
You've always inspired the people
And
of the
these
world.
pumpkins are about the size of cantaloupes.
big.
Yeah, they're
Okay, there he
Some
takes
big melons there,
off
you
his
got.
headphones.
Yep, he's going to do it.
All right, stand back. Okay, camera 3.
You clean up the mess.
Here he goes. He did!
No, he didn't.
I think he did one revolution.
No, he did not. He dropped the first one he threw.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess down there.
Is it really?
Oh, my God. Humanity pumpkin.
No, it's not.
But I like Willie's idea of having a fall-themed exercise for seniors.
Oh, look, now we've got...
Now we have decorations.
I love pumpkins.
Nice.
I love fall.
Me too. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
They're
Tom,
great.
I love you.
No,
you know
thank
that?
you, Josh.
I would give you a hug and kiss you on the cheek.
I'd rather you didn't.
No, I know.
frankly.
But when this is over,
Especially
This is
when
all over,
COVID's
yeah.
over.
when the vaccine is here, it's the first thing I'm doing.
Yep.
Really?
I may kiss you on the mouth.
Oh.
I may open your mouth forcefully with my own hands.
All right, okay. I get the idea.
Willie, you want to kiss Josh?
Hey, I've been waiting for a long time for me and my dad to be Eskimo brothers. Bring it over here, buddy. Bring me those lips. I'm ready to smooch.
Explain Eskimo Brothers to me one more time.
It just means that you and your friend may have carnal knowledge of the same woman. I think that's
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time. No,
That's
maybe.
the Eiffel Tower. That's different.
If you and
Wait, whoa. That's the Eiffel Tower? Where have you been hanging out that you know this stuff?
Everybody knows that.
Okay, so what do you call
London
it?
Bridge,
French?
Eiffel Tower. Come on.
Ooh la la.
I thought it was the devil's something.
The devil. That's
The
the
devil's
devil's
three-way.
three-way. Yeah,
right.
that's true.
That's if it's 2 guys.
That's 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the Eiffel Tower?
It's when you're on either end, 2 guys on both ends of a woman, and
We're
then you
high
high
five.
five.
We're high
So
five.
you make
So
the
that you
Eiffel
come
Tower.
together like an Eiffel Tower.
Hey, on both ends.
Or like the Eiffel
Has
Tower.
this ever actually happened, or is this just some zit-faced 19-year-old in his parents' basement fantasizing about what he would do in the event that he ever
Are you
spoke to a
kidding?
woman?
Of course it's actually happened. Many, 100 millions of times.
Let
There's
me ask you
somebody
this.
probably doing it right now with an Eiffel Tower.
If you and 2 of your younger brothers made out with the same girl, is that Eskimo brothers?
I don't think so technically. I did a little creative.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Maybe there's a different term for that, but I think that you can only go, you maybe have to get a full home run.
What?
to be considered.
Okay.
Is there
Do you
something
guys
you'd
talk
like
about
to tell us about
Brothers?
the fishing trip this past weekend, Josh?
We may have been reminiscing. What was her name again?
So wait a second. So one of your brothers
Made out with-
is also an Eskimo brother of yours?
2. 3 of the 4 Arnold boys made out with the same girl.
If making out,
all at different times.
if making out counts, same here.
Okay.
Wow.
And then what if you and one of your brothers did between making out and sex? If you
No, I think there's
is that still Eskimo
no
brothers?
reason to go that far.
Well, we didn't know.
Maybe just fly fisherman brothers is what that is.
Now, coming up,
Do you know what I was talking about?
Coming up, we've got a visit from Mr. Donnie Baker. We've got some interesting boat news, not about Donnie's boat, which is still for sale, by the way.
Tom, do you know what happened to my brothers? I'm just asking if you knew what I was referring to.
No.
Oh.
Tell me.
Wait a minute.
Third base? Are we talking about third base?
Is this woman your sister-in-law now?
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, just in case he wasn't in trouble. Now we can solidify
Check your
that.
phone.
No, thanks, Rob. When we come back, a little bit of Donnie Baker. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, by the way, if you missed today's show, we'll replay the show all day. It's Bob and Tom's All Day Replay, hosted by Christopher, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we'll have more of that fun, delicious Bob and Tom show coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump has returned to the campaign trail, holding his first rally since he contracted the coronavirus. Trump took the stage last night in Sanford, Florida, and declared he was in good health, saying he felt powerful and felt well and contagion-free. The president was sidelined from the campaign trail for more than 10 days after he tested positive for the virus October 2nd. Questions about his health persist, but his doctor said Monday the president had tested negative twice for the virus and was cleared to travel. And a large study of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine has been paused while the company investigates whether a study participant's unexplained illness is related to the shot. The company announced yesterday that the illness, accidents, and so-called adverse events are an expected part of large clinical studies. Its physicians and a safety monitoring panel will try to determine what might have caused the illness. The pause is at least the second such hold to occur among several vaccines that have reached large-scale final tests here in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hi, Floyd.
Have enjoyed the Edie's Pie program.
Thank you very much.
Sure you have.
I believe I heard y'all talking about lobster a while back.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I've always felt the same like you said, Tom. If lobsters walk the earth instead of kindly swimming into traps, I don't believe we need the crustacean with the coarse outer shell.
Yeah.
You know, the same way you don't really see armadillos on the 2 for $20 at Applebee's.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
I was watching TV with my buddy Stevie when we saw the strangest thing. It was so compelling, a woman was selling maxi pads that had wings. I turned to channel 3 and what did I see? A woman who looked real rich. She was living on the hill and pitching Vagisil for the special feminine niche. I tried once more and I turned to channel 4 and I was shocked, I must confess. A gal who was chunky said when she's smelling funky, she just squirts it with FDS. Well, it's on every station, it's plugging up the nation with feminine hygiene ads. Douches and ointments and OBG appointments, and don't forget your maxi pads, 'cause they have wings to fly. Let's give it a try, it's feminine hygiene. Well, a mama and a daughter walking by the water, somebody don't feel fresh. Monostat 7 put her back in heaven, 'cause the yeast really makes a mess. Middle-aged debutante looking for a lubricant, they still can hear her voice. Her mama done told her when a woman gets older, the muffin downstairs don't stay moist. Well, it's on every station and oversaturated.
1 at Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee with the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine today, 70, partly cloudy overnight, down to 45, partly cloudy tomorrow, 76. It's partly cloudy and 40 now.
Did you go over a bump?
No, I was reading two things at once. Sorry.
Okay. Josh, you are the man, and you're now the action man. Action.
Yeah, that's right. All the actions at FanDuel Sportsbook. My goodness, they have those same game parlays. Listen, here's how they work. You combine multiple bets from one game into a single parlay. This way, the payouts are even bigger when you win. Plus, FanDuel will refund the first same game parlay you lose on any NFL game each week up to $10. That means you can bet a different parlay risk-free every NFL week all season long. Check out the same game parlay.
You mean risk-free?
That's right. For this Sunday's Colts-Bengals game, you'll get $10 back if you don't win. Remember, FanDuel is the only sportsbook app that has these same game parlays. So what are you waiting for? Get that FanDuel account. Use promo code WFBQ when you sign up so they know that we sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Terms apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us with Ace Cosby, of course, over there, and getting ready for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Chick McGee is across the way. Clapping over there, it's Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk. Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. This is Tom speaking. There's Willie G. Patty G is in the next room. When that phone rings, of course, it will be the Straight Talk Hotline.
Yes.
And I expect it to ring any time now.
Everybody, watch this. Watch this.
Psychic?
Man, I love it when he does
good. What are you, a magician? Where'd you learn that?
No, he's a galloper.
That's a little classic Three Stooges.
Yeah, you're welcome. But it's what a treat for you all.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Now,
maybe I could juggle a gourd. You want me to try to juggle gourds? Can we get a gourd?
right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, gourds can get smaller.
We tried, once again, the pumpkin juggling. I think if we could get just slightly smaller pumpkins, it would work.
I could probably pick up some gourds for you today.
Okay, we'll get to it tomorrow. Once again, Willie has pointed out, what is the name of this?
This is my job.
This is, what is it, fall?
Oh, it was some sort of, it was like a fall aerobics class for seniors, I think.
All right, everybody.
But also, while we're on this, the pumpkin juggler, that sounds like another thing in Bob's song. Do the pumpkin juggler. Yeah.
We came up with a lot of stuff off the air there during
the pumpkin juggler. The pumpkin juggler would be an easy one to figure out.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Tom did not know what snowball meant. Didn't know what snowball was, and then we came up with a surprise snowball, and then we came up with a snowball fight. What do you think of that?
Heavy Nats would fall into that pumpkin juggling thing.
Well, really, Heavy Nats is more of a lifestyle.
Isn't it? Yeah, you got to live.
It's a way of living.
Could we possibly? Oh, thank God.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, sir?
I'm good. You know, I don't mind gourds, but I hate jack-o'-lanterns.
Why?
Because they stare. It's a natural threat. You know? I swear to God, now it's that time of year you see gourds on sale every grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, different kinds of gourds. It just drives me nuts. You know what else drives me nuts? I've been doing the grocery shopping since I was basically a baby, but it's getting harder and harder because I don't know half the things on packages what they mean anymore. Like gluten-free.
Right.
Gluten.
Hell, there's probably gluten-free gourds. I had this chick last week. She asked, I swear to God, she told me she was gluten-free, and I thought, what does that mean? You want me to help you pop your gluten cherry or something? Like, what is it? Well, it's weird. When I was growing up, nobody's afraid of gluten. Now half the damn world's all up in my shorts about gluten.
Yeah.
You know? Get out of my bubble with it. It's like they're all, Donnie, I'm sorry, I'm allergic to gluten. It's weird how, as an adult, I just got a new allergy.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm allergic to people who's allergic to gluten, Tom. Because when I get around them, I get all irritated. My skin starts breaking out with hives, heat bumps, and splotches. You know, get sick to my stomach. What is gluten, anyways?
It's a wheat byproduct, isn't it?
It's a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye.
Oh, thank you.
I thought it was some kind of animal. Like, I kind of understand what dolphin-free tuna means because I know what a dolphin is.
Yeah,
I used to watch Flipper reruns on TV regular.
Yeah.
I never could figure out why he wanted to hang out with them dorky kids. I swear to God. And I've never been sure why we give dolphins a free pass, but we eat tuna right to their face. You know, kind of like how we give the Edge the benefit of the doubt, but everybody hates Bono.
Bono, yes.
Couldn't it just as easily be a tuna-free dolphin in a can?
I guess, yeah.
Mom, you make me a dolphin salad sandwich. You know, ask how's your dolphin, Donnie. Oh, it's real playful, Mom. Look, I got part of its blowhole. You know? Well, maybe it's the anus. Anyways, this gluten-free thing makes me madder than Sling Blade used to run out of mustard. I hate gluten-free. I hate jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, and another thing. When I'm at the meat counter and I see two kinds of beef, prime and choice, here's a question. Don't it make sense that either one I choose would be my choice anyway?
It does?
I think by definition.
Yeah, put that in your next special, Seinfelds. Yeah. You're welcome. I'd better run. I think I just seen a little gluten run across my kitchen. Who knows what he's into, Christy?
Okay.
Hey.
Gluten. Okay.
Gluten.
You're not
and
gluten-free.
pumpkins are gluten-free, it says. Pumpkin seeds, especially gluten-free.
No, I am not gluten-free.
Okay, just
I'm
asking.
not anything. I'll eat pretty much. No, that's not true. I won't.
You won't eat mustard, right?
No, I won't eat a lot of things.
You won't eat mayonnaise?
Nope.
Okay.
Did I tell you guys I'm on the keto diet now?
Well,
is that right?
I hate it. I've eaten 20 taquitos. I've eaten 20 taquitos this week. Haven't lost a single pound.
Okay.
How you doing?
There you go.
Pretty bad.
Love the taquito.
Couldn't even get it out. It was so bad. I couldn't even do it.
We should have Taquito Tuesdays.
Taquito Tuesdays? That sounds great. We'll do them in the morning. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what a taquito is?
No.
Oh, my. You're missing out. They're rolled up tacos.
Yeah. They're little. Usually they're an appetizer.
And don't they have
size.
snack sandwich bags full of tacos, or what are those?
Are these frozen?
TAKOS?
They can be.
They can be frozen, or you can make them fresh.
Okay, sounds good. Like a little miniature taco. And now, ordinarily it'd be Taco Tuesday at my house, but not tonight.
Why not?
What you have?
Kids aren't there, so you're not
Kids
making
aren't there.
them?
I've got all the... and all the furniture's been moved out to the one.
He's got nowhere to sit.
Tom, a lot of times when it's just you at the house for a couple days, you will treat yourself to one of your favorite meals, chicken liver. Will you be doing that?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey,
I'll have to eat it standing
Why
up.
don't you go to Chick's house? He likes
Josh,
chicken liver.
do you like chicken liver?
Love, yeah.
Willie, you like a chicken liver?
I actually don't. I don't like chicken liver.
Oh.
We could have a guys' night with just chicken liver.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
We'll be over.
That'd be fun. There's nowhere to sit.
We're not going to tell you what time. We're
At
just going to come to the
Chick's
show.
house. Go to
We'll
Chick's
go.
house.
We'll go to Tom's house.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
That's probably the better idea.
Let's move on. What have you got, Christy?
A black bear was spotted on the roof of a building in New Jersey that was first seen Saturday near a Wawa convenience store in Kearney.
Where?
Wawa.
Love the Wawa.
You know a Wawa. That's the only reason we're doing this damn stories.
Yep.
It's a great song, Willie.
Oh, yeah. It's a
Eric Clapton on guitar. What a great lick.
That is great. Singing is objectionable.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Kind of sounds like a mess right now. But
He's an auto-tune.
What happened to Wawa?
I don't need your Wawa. Oh,
Wawa, an American chain of convenience
It's,
stores,
George
and
Harrison
gas
with Eric
stations
Clapton.
located along the east coast of the United States.
Yeah, they are a delight.
Wawa.
So I'm sure there's a bear in the roof of the Wawa.
Yeah, and then it was later near the Red Bull Arena. That evening, the bear jumped on top of a business in Harrison. Police said the animal eventually climbed down and ran across the street to a Hampton Inn.
Wow, a Wawa in Harrison.
Yeah.
We just hate ourselves.
This is like the New Jersey version of King Kong. It's not quite as cool. No airplanes.
Yeah.
Not on the greatest building in New York, the Empire State Building or the Chrysler Building. No, it's on the roof of a Wawa in New Jersey.
Did Mighty Joe Young attack New Jersey? This little lesser King Kong.
Mighty Joe Young. In Newark.
Yeah.
Authorities reminded residents not to approach the bear, but to instead contact police.
There are 900 locations of Wawa.
Oh, my gosh. They are really a pleasure to use.
They're
I wonder if they've ever contacted the George Harrison estate about using that great song.
Yes, they sent George Harrison a cease and desist.
I'm not sure what came first.
George Harrison.
Did it? Okay. How long's the Wawa been around?
It's been in Philly for a long time. I think maybe 80s.
They're good, yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay. And the bear has not been captured.
No. Not to my knowledge.
Is it just me, or are we getting more bears and alligators in the news all the time lately?
Well, you are, and some say it is because of the COVID. The people aren't as around as they used to be, and so these animals are getting a little more brazen.
George Harrison has some explaining to do. Wawa was founded April 16th, 1964 in Wawa, Pennsylvania.
I'm telling you, the Wawa gas station people were upset.
Does he spell Ace? Does he spell Wawa W-A-H? W-A-H?
That's what it is in music.
Yes, because I think it's good, like it's a whining, crying thing. I think Christy. My guess is Mr. Harrison was saying to a woman, "Would you please stop crying? You are incredible."
Well, so much for going today, Beetle Free.
It's not going to happen. Take the sign down. 4 days on the Bob and Tom Show, Beetle Free.
Beetle Free.
We have.
Chick, you know the famous Ed Sullivan appearance, 1964, but they were in the States in 62. Not a lot of people talk about that.
I believe they were on the Steve Allen show, Tom?
No, they were. There was a movie tape of a Beatles
tape.
on Jack Parr.
Yes, Jack Parr, yeah.
And Ed Sullivan was furious.
Oh,
Jack Parr, not a golfer.
Right. Never would have guessed.
But he was very average for the time. That's the only reason he was successful.
Chick, should I wind him up again?
Maybe so, yeah.
Do you know that nobody actually knows what the license plate on the VW Bug says on Abbey Road?
No
one knows what that says.
This is like, isn't it like
I know what it
20
says.
something
Yes,
if?
that says 28 if.
28 if McCartney were alive.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Well, the Cavern Club just received a grant from the British government to stay afloat during COVID.
What's the
We're going to
Cavern
talk
Club?
about that.
What is the?
Yeah,
I'm being serious. I do not know what
you don't know?
What is a book?
The Cavern
What is
Club
it?
is where
It's
the
the most
Beatles
famous
started
club in all of
Liverpool.
England.
Beth's mom owned it.
Why would I know the name of what was it in Liverpool?
Yes.
Why would I know the name of that place?
Everybody does.
No.
Everybody except for
Every
you.
baby boomer.
It's got to be embarrassing.
Not embarrassing at all. It's got to be embarrassing to know the name of the club that the Beatles got started.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, why? Who'd know that?
Is it still open? Oh, you just said it was.
It's a museum, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I hope
Yes.
it burns down this weekend.
Well, first of all, it's in a basement, right?
Yeah.
Hence the
Yes,
cavern thing.
cavern.
I think it's mostly stone. What am I? Why am I?
I'd like to take
Talking to
responsibility for this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Told you I'd wind him up.
Okay. That is awful.
What do you mean it's awful?
It's awful.
Now I know why that guy stabbed him.
This is the only good thing. Right here. That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
How can you not like that guitar lick?
The guitar's fine.
That guitar lick is
The
amazing.
beginning is terrible.
No, it's the wah wah. It's that's the whole idea. It's like a baby crying. It's
I thought it was the
wah-wah.
guitar effect.
I thought it was a wah-wah effect, too.
Wah-wah
The wah-wah
pedal.
It is referencing.
I thought I didn't care. Turns out I'm right.
Except for Pat. It's not a wah wah pedal in that song.
And you're right, it is not.
So why would he do that?
Good point.
Gosh, why have we dedicated a whole break to the bit we do where Dean talks about guitars? It's a humbucker.
I'm walking into traffic. I'm taking my pumpkins and going to go stand out on the highway.
See which gets smashed first.
Yes.
Okay. When we come back, we will be talking with our friend. Boy, he's got to be in rough shape.
Who?
He's got a lot of wah-wah. Kostaki Economopoulos.
Full of optimism. He's got a new head coach, man. He's
0-5, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. We'll be talking NFL with Kostaki Economopoulos. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Subscribe now at no cost to you. That means what? Yeah, that's right. Absolutely free. The Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Go to bobandtom.tv or just search YouTube for Bob and Tom TV. Subscribe now to watch. Again, it's free. Over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world have already subscribed. What are you waiting for? Come on, do it. Do it. Bob and Tom tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The Bob and Tom archives and highlights. Oh, it's a wormhole you might not be able to get out of. But wait till the show's over, and then you can go there. We won't tell your boss. The Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Well, it was the place that helped the Beatles get their start. Now, the Cavern Club in Liverpool is getting a helpful hand just to stay afloat. The British government has the venue on a list of arts and cultural spots to get financial aid during the coronavirus pandemic. The cavern will get a piece of a $335 million grant. In all, about 1,400 arts and cultural organizations are in line for the benefits. Here's an idea for a game during the Billboard Music Awards tomorrow. Try to guess which acts are taped and which are live. Some artists have taped their performances. Others will do theirs on the fly. Some to look forward to are Alicia Keys, In Vogue, Demi Lovato, and others. Kelly Clarkson will host the event at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. And when you're stuck at home during a pandemic, never a better time to do other things like growing pumpkins. Meet Travis Geiger of Anakawin, Minnesota, a horticulture teacher who had extra time on his hands while sticking close to home due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So he spent much of that time growing pumpkins, watered his gourds up to 10 times a day, fertilized them at least twice a day, and it's paid off. Geiger entered one of his pumpkins in the 47th World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in Half Moon Bay, California, and it won, tipping the scales at 2,350 pounds. That victory earned the teacher $16,450, which, if you do the math, comes out to about $7 a pound. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
When you've had too much to drink, there's certain things to keep in mind. Like if you find your hands and underarms are bleeding, your beer bottle might not have a twist-off cap. And don't ever go home with a woman they call Moose or Vince. And never bet that you can fit your head inside a glove compartment. Get drunk with dignity. Keep in mind that just because a bulldog licks your face, it's not necessary to lick him back. Stay away from drinks with names like brain seizure or hippo laxative. Get drunk with dignity. If a bar has human ears nailed to the walls, don't pass out there. And if your homemade Jell-O has some goldfish in it, you use the wrong bowl. And there are phrases you must learn to avoid. Phrases like, that badge looks stupid, and I can prove these shoes are fireproof. Get drunk with dignity. Try not to drool on bikers. Don't moon a nun unless you got a real good reason. Don't get romantically involved with farm machinery. Get drunk with dignity.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is, or what your favorite movie is, or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
right,
favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
band,
is it
no
Roadhouse,
movie.
did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
God. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. that's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
not.
I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a pole.
8:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine, look for a high of 70. Partly cloudy overnight, down to 45. Partly cloudy, 76 tomorrow. It's a chilly 40 degrees.
Listen for your shot at $1,000 on Q95 throughout the day, including this hour, perhaps. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Someone's snacking. Hope those aren't peanuts. It's a banana. Okay. We'll find out what I'm talking about momentarily. Dancing over there, it's Josh in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. This is Tom speaking. There's Chick. There's Ace over there getting ready for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Maybe we should do that with Kostaki on the line. He's a professional comedian.
Yeah, he enjoys it. That'd be like some kid in the bedroom playing guitar in front of Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. I see.
I don't know if I would have chose Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, but this week,
I'm
sorry. There's Christy. There's Pat Godwin over there.
Yes. Eric Clapton. Any of the other guys probably readily.
Yeah, maybe
Alive, yeah.
Eddie Van Johnson, of course.
Is that a Van Johnson joke?
Eddie Van Johnson? Who do you think you are?
Who's Van Johnson?
An old actor.
He was old.
A guy in a lot of black and white movies. I'm sorry. There's Willie G. Kostaki Economopoulos joins us from Atlanta. Kostaki, we're not even going to say anything negative at all about your favorite
that
team,
right?
the Falcons.
Yeah, they are.
Have you not been watching?
They speak for themselves.
We feel bad for you.
0-5, my goodness. The Falcons named a new head coach yesterday, Raheem Morris. You guys know, I'm sure he's a swell guy, but you know what his most recent job was?
Yep.
Defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. We couldn't get the captain of the Exxon Valdez. He wasn't available. The guy who designed the Hindenburg's dead, I guess. We can't get him. Where's the brain trust behind the Flint water supply situation? We can't get those guys in here. No Chernobyl scientists were available. Why not hire Dak's right ankle at this point?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I was broke. Then I saw Dak's ankle. Oh my goodness. By the way, that is the question to how can the Cowboys get any worse. This is the answer. Poor Dak Prescott is going to miss the rest of the year. This is the worst news in Texas since metal detectors started picking up belt buckles. Tough day. Hi-yo. A lot of extra work going on down there. God, Dak's ankle was just signed to play cornerback for the Falcons. That's not good.
The bad part about that injury was when it happened, he lifted his leg up and he put his leg back on the ground and his ankle went plop plop.
All right, okay.
It was
not supposed to do that.
No.
Yeah. His ankle was just named moderator of the next presidential debate. That's not good. Right?
No, that's a thankless job. Yeah,
that's a bad.
That's going to be tough.
So there are 4 teams in the NFC East. You know this, Chick. And they've combined for 4 wins in 5 weeks.
That's right.
So at least one coast isn't on fire. Right, that seems to be.
I believe the Redskins are firmly tied for second place in the NFC East at a robust 1-4.
Wow! Oh my goodness! There's 2 New York teams. They're both 0-5.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. New York should call itself the Big Donut.
And I think the Eagles are in first place, 1-3-1. I think are their first place.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's first place.
Can you imagine listening to sports talk radio in New York? Which even in the best of times, everyone's unhappy.
The Giants are coming back, by God. Yeah, stuff like that.
They're bums.
Yeah, Giants are bums. They ain't been nothing since Parcells left. Sons of bitches.
Oh my goodness! In 2020, the New York Jets have an even worse year than commercial jets. That's a tough.
All right.
Hey, Kostaki, if we could pull you away for just a second from the NFL.
Yes, sir, please.
We've been learning some new terminology. I was not aware of this term. Maybe I want to see if you know this. The term Eskimo brother. Are you familiar with that?
Eskimo brother.
No, I'll tell you why it came up.
Is this an Al Jackson quiz?
No.
Kind of.
Well,
in a way. It came up in the context of the famous Eskimo pie, the ice cream treat. The company has renamed it the Edie's pie,
YS.
Y apostrophe S, Edie's pie from Edie's Ice Cream, because Eskimo apparently by some is thought to be a pejorative term, although those that study language say it isn't, but I don't want to argue about it. Whatever they want's fine with me. But an Eskimo brother, I was not aware of this. Willie, do you want to explain to Kostaki what it is?
Well, sure, Kostaki. An Eskimo brother, let's say if me and you were to have carnal knowledge of the same woman, we would be Eskimo brothers. Does that make sense? Yes.
That makes no sense, but I follow what you're saying.
Kostaki, we're talking years ago when you were the single Greek stud wandering the East Coast and comedy club to comedy club.
Well, it was more of an afternoon, early evening.
And you'd had some Retsina wine drunken encounter with a comedy club waitress, and then Willie happened to have the same thing. You would be Eskimo brothers.
You ate baklava for
Willie,
left breast.
I've also been told from our friend Zach, he wrote in to say, I've never heard of that term. We always just called each other tunnel buddies.
You know what? I like it.
That's
a little
much
more
better.
on the nose. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we can't say the E word anymore.
Yeah.
Tunnel buddies.
Tunnel buddies. Once again, that takes us back to the New York Jets and the New York Giants.
Damn bastards. Those lousy bastards.
Thank you for that, Zach. That's
Tunnel
great.
buddies.
Wow. Okay. So I'm sorry to pull away from the sports section of your hunk
No
today,
worries.
Kostaki.
26 years of full-time comedy, never slept with a waitress. Just want to say.
That's honestly, professionally,
that's kind of amazing.
That's a good move.
Friend of
One
mine.
hostess,
I'll
one
be
bartender.
quiet. Oh, okay.
All right.
That's enough.
There you go.
Kostaki.
Wait a minute, bartender. What was his name?
Classics. McGee.
Boom.
Kostaki, I'd also like to say, I've been doing comedy not as long, about 7 years, but I have never slept with a waitress, never had the opportunity. Boy, am I just dying. I am waiting. So if you guys see me out there, let me know.
Kostaki, a friend of mine who owned a comedy club said he used to love it when the male comedians, or the females, I guess, would sleep with the waitresses or waiters, because his quote was, they'd always come back for the same money.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. And I have a feeling that on the side he paid one of the waitresses to sleep with the comedians.
Because it was cheaper than give them an avoidance.
Yeah, I could either give him an extra $500 next time, or I could pay Gladys $100 and she'll do it.
But what about that isn't prostitution? Nothing. I don't think.
Well, you know the guy. I know
what you're talking about.
Beneath him.
What year is this happening in your brain, Tom? Gladys? That's the waitress's name?
Kostaki, I tried to pick a name that would not match a real person. Because if I had said some common name like Jennifer or Heather, then I'd be getting a phone call.
Brittany.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe yes.
By the way, Willie, I think that shirt's going to turn things around for you.
Oh, thank you.
You do? Hey, close up shop there. Jesus.
I thought I'd show a little real estate. God has been showing some real estate.
Look at me. I've changed my style.
I looked in the mirror today and I said, I did a button up and I go, I'm going button down, baby. I'm relaxing today for the fellas.
Now, Kostaki, you have moved out of Los Angeles, California. You're currently back in Atlanta, your hometown. And is your mom around right now, or did you say she was out of town?
Yeah, mom's around. I keep finding cool things around. This is a visual joke, but we'll keep it brief. Can you see this? Look at this.
Yes, it's a photo of you.
It's me in my 20s in Baltimore at a crab shack.
Females, lots of mustard.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Females, lots of mustard, $3.40. This was the funniest thing we ever saw.
Yeah, that's so strange.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I can only guess from context that female crabs are bigger or more delicious.
Yes, they had to have been. Yes.
I see. Since it's a crab. Oh, I see.
And they have lots of mustard there, I guess.
Wait a minute. What about that sign? Isn't prostitution?
Also, is that a haiku? You have lots of mustard.
I keep finding fun stuff like this around the house. It's good to be.
Are you a mayonnaise eater?
No.
What?
Oh, really? Thank you, Kostaki.
You don't like chicken salad?
No.
Welcome to my side of the fence.
No, you like tzatziki.
There's some things you have to accept mayonnaise in some things, but whenever I have a choice, I'm no mayonnaise.
I don't accept it.
What about condiment? What condiment do you go to?
I like mustard. Honestly, because mustard has no fat. Mustard is delicious, and it adds it adds without adding.
I agree. You're exactly right. I agree.
No.
I agree.
Now I'll tell you what's awful is that stuff Miracle Whip. That's dreadful.
I agree. Only because we grew up on it, and I can't eat it anymore.
No,
What's the difference between Miracle Whip and mayonnaise?
It's got a tang to it that's not the
What's
same.
wrong with the tangy zip?
Tom's right.
No, I think it's. I think it's rabbit urine or something that makes it.
What do they put in it? I
It's awful.
I think you'll find
I do know this. I do know this. If you're ill and you have to go to the Mayo Clinic, there's a cheaper version, the Miracle Whip Clinic. But I don't think the medical establishment is really.
I think you'll find that the Miracle Whip people do have something called a battery of lawyers, and you guys.
I just hate the taste of it. I'm sorry. It's not good.
No, I'm with you on that.
Rabbit urine comment from a Tom. Is that right?
This is strictly, obviously, parody. You could say,
right?
In the context of, I'm sure it's not rabbit urine. It's probably human.
Why I don't eat the crab's mustard? I'm about to find out what the mustard is on a crab.
Mustard on the crab sign.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Females.
Oh, that's in the crab. That's slang. We don't even know.
It's an organ. It's an organ of the crab. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense now.
And some people eat it and others don't. Wow.
Really?
There we go. Now, Kostaki, I'm sorry. Back to your study of the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
the Falcons.
You are in a fantasy league?
Oh, yeah. I'm in 3.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I have one team that's terrible and 2 that are pretty good. I'll take that. That's, in 2020, there's football being played. I'm thrilled.
Good.
Yeah. Tonight we have an unusually a Tuesday night game.
That's right. Tuesday night football.
I've been wanting Tuesday night football for years. COVID is making all of our dreams come true. Yeah, I have to care about fantasy because the Falcons are 0-5. If the Falcons started my 2-year-old daughter at quarterback, they would have the same record. If the entire Falcons team were replaced with my college dorm softball team, they would have the same record. If the Falcons swapped places with the cardboard cutouts of the crowd, they would have the same. If the entire Falcons team was replaced with Folgers crystals, we would have the same.
Wow.
There's an old reference.
I love that campaign.
The Falcons organization is so bad it owes an apology to Michael Vick. This team's awful.
Well, now, Kostaki, you'll be able to watch the game, but you wouldn't be able to watch it tomorrow night if it were on because you do your Wednesday special live event. Search Kostaki at patreon.com to join the community.
Yeah, 50 toasts.
It's called 50 Toasts. Who are you toasting tomorrow?
Christy Lee. Tomorrow is Josh Arnold.
Josh.
Thank you for the reminder.
I know.
That's right.
So will this be happening live at 9 o'clock Eastern time?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
And this will be live, so that means
live.
Josh will be worthless on Thursday morning.
That's the problem. He really does believe that if I stay up 10 minutes past my bedtime, that the next morning I'm useless.
We go to bed at 10 o'clock anyway.
You go to bed at 10 o'clock?
I do. Do you?
Sometimes, yeah.
What's your average bedtime?
9.
Okay.
But sometimes
the
I
show
stay up.
starts at 9.
What? Yeah.
Kostaki's show starts at 9.
I can nap during the afternoon. Trust me, everything will be fine. No, you know what? I'm taking Thursday morning.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Again?
Nope.
Rather than come in here and listen to you bitch at him for no reason.
I'll be useless anyway. I'll be doing you a favor by taking that morning.
We were hoping we could get a 5-day week out of you.
Hey, can I get in here with some sports? Did you guys know that when college football starts back up again for the Big Ten, they're going to have Friday night games?
What?
So you're going to have college football on Friday, Saturday. You're going to have NFL on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and rescheduled.
Some Tuesdays.
They're going to have to reschedule Tuesday. We're going to have every night of the week but Wednesday. We're going to have football.
You're going to be in heaven.
I love that, yeah.
Every night of the week but Wednesday.
I love that, too.
Okay. Well, Kostaki, thank you so much. Sorry about your team not being great, but maybe they can make a big comeback.
Can we do a Tom Brady couplet to get out on?
Sure, but closer, please.
Tom Brady's been in Florida for 6 months. He's already walked into the wrong house and forgotten what down it is. I'm loving this. Did Brady still name the 5 words? Person, woman, man, football, deflate. Night, everybody.
Was that big of a deal that he made that mistake?
I mean, you love Tom Brady.
Changed the outcome of the game. Yeah, he blew it. Yeah, he blew it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. I've never heard so much joy in sports radio commentators as when they were talking about that.
The same confidence and his attitude is making him hang on too long. That's why it was a success. He should have retired last year. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
It is.
I don't disagree, and it's fun as a Falcons fan to watch Drew Brees and Tom Brady, two of the scariest quarterbacks in the history of the game, kind of not what they were anymore.
Doesn't he want to go out on top?
Doesn't he have like 3 or 4 pick sixes this year or something? 5? I mean, he throws one every game, it seems like.
It's very Jameis Winston-y of him.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. I think it's fun.
Jameis Winston to Tom Brady is not it's a lateral move. It's so far.
It's not a significant upgrade, that's for sure. Right. Yeah, that's right.
Kostaki, what's your favorite play in the history of football?
Oh, God.
My favorite play? You mean broadly the plays, like the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, the Statue. I was discussing the Statue of Liberty because we got into we got into a huge fight last year because I used the term razzle dazzle on the air,
and I said no one uses except on Broadway. They use razzle dazzle,
and then of course I texted them all this weekend when I heard a broadcaster use the term razzle dazzle, and every time any broadcaster uses it, someone emails me here to let me know.
It wasn't the razzle dazzle or the Statue of Liberty, but your former team, the Cleveland Browns, they've been doing a play where a wide receiver throws a pass. They did it twice this season.
Love that stuff.
And it looks good. They've got some good throw. Their wide receivers are better at throwing the ball to Tom Brady.
Wait a minute. See, that's the thing that drives me crazy about your father. His favorite football team is done. Did you see those live? Did you see those plays?
Watch.
Of course not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
You listened to the game on Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, I listened to the game.
You listened to the Browns game.
Yeah, well, the Browns played the Colts. That's why I sent you the. That's why I sent you the.
Did you watch any Browns game that didn't involve the Colts
this year? Or ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take ever, actually.
Yes, 40 years ago. Thanks, Kostaki. Once again, Kostaki can be found on, just look up Kostaki. You'll find everything Kostaki.
Kostaki, he's our guy.
Can your mom be a special guest next week? Is she awake and alert?
Oh, can she be our grandma?
In here? All right. Absolutely.
She could be your grandma.
That's funny. You should have mom be the grandma.
Yeah, maybe we can do that this week.
Kostaki.
All right. I can hook that up.
Say no.
No good can come from this.
Trust me on this one.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with you tomorrow.
One of my favorite memories of radio memories of all time. I was in with you guys. I was in studio, and a grandma was on, going back and forth with Chick, and she said the F word, and every person in the studio leaped for a dump button that they didn't even know.
Naughty grandma.
Oh, that's fun radio.
Gilfs. Is your mama Gilfs? Kostaki?
That's right.
Don't go that
way.
I don't go
I
down
didn't do it. Josh would have done it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, she's a gilf.
I'm of the age where I appreciate a gilf. I understand what you're saying.
Sure. Helen Mirren, come on.
All right. I've had enough. Thank you very much.
I've had enough.
We will be, we'll try to hook up with your mom.
What?
Who's going to hook up with her?
I understand. She's on a number of websites.
Me and you, Eskimo brothers. Kostaki's mom. Yeah.
That old salutation.
Hook up just means connect with you, perverts. It's unbelievable.
No, it doesn't. Willie, tell him.
What hookup means?
Hookup means
It means any range from make out to fully doing it.
It means
razzle dazzle.
And she's Greek, so.
You familiar with smashing?
No, she's the American.
Where do you get all these obscene terms?
The time
from Willie.
I think it's time Kostaki's mom and me and Josh smash. That's what
All right. Well, Kostaki and I will be smashing tomorrow night 50 toasts. 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live. Yes.
Okay, thanks very
man,
much.
Josh.
We're coming back with the story on why you shouldn't steal stuff from Pompeii.
Right.
It's all about curses and voodoo, I guess. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the laughter after the Bob and Tom show. It's Bob and Tom's work farce. Ace Cosby, your host. Keep that smile going all day long. Keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. You know, we're the Bob and Tom 24-hour comedy channel for a reason. More of the Bob and Tom show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Another heartbreaking loss for rookie quarterback Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers last night. Will Lutz, a 36-yard field goal with 5:08 left in overtime before New Orleans stopped Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams just short on a fourth down to preserve a 30-27 victory for the Saints in New Orleans. Tonight, a rescheduled game in the NFL on CBS, 7 o'clock Eastern, Buffalo at Tennessee. And the Atlanta Falcons have named defensive coordinator Raheem Morris their interim head coach after firing Dan Quinn on Sunday. And a person familiar with the situation tells reporters that Tennessee remains on schedule for tonight. The Patriots also returned no positives after the NFL pushed back their game with Denver from last night to Sunday. The latest testing results came a day after the NFL juggled the schedule, affecting 9 teams. And Major League Baseball last night, American League Championship Series, Tampa Bay beat Houston 4-2. In the National League Championship Series, Atlanta beat the Dodgers 5-1. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I haven't even read this win back, but I just saw the first 5 words. I heard you 2 idiots. I'm in. But I do believe we may have corrected this at one point. It says, I heard you 2 idiots talking about Scooby-Doo saying Ruh-roh a couple of weeks ago. I just wanted to point out Scooby-Doo has never said Ruh-roh in the history. It was the Jetsons' dog Astro, which we actually did discuss.
We kind of did cover that.
Right.
He's gone back to all the Scooby-Doos and checked to see if he said Ruh-roh.
According to him, has never said Ruh-roh ever in the history of the show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio all day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Watching you sleep, I'm wondering why you're not breathing. Perhaps I hugged just a little too hard. You're right, I smother you. Your beautiful legs fit perfectly in the disposal. I buried your torso in the yard. But I keep your heart in my briefcase. So there's always a part of you with me. You wanted to break up. Well, now you broke up into tiny pieces. You wanted to split up, say la vie. But what do I do with your head? It just won't keep under the bed. I'll put it in a hat box and I'll mail it to your mother. She won't care if it's postage due. She'll just be happy to see we're through. The last words you said to me were, I can't breathe, not say la vie.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Oh, no. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now. There he is, that gorgeous man. 846 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is. Hey, tonight, it's Bob and Tom Tonight on MyNDTV 23. So please watch, check it out. By the way, keep listening for your shots at some serious money.
See what we look like on television.
Thank you very much. Once again, keep listening for some serious shots at some cash. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I feel it in the air. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, it's that time, huh?
It is that time. There's Josh. He's over there at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Looking cute.
Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Jake McGee's at the sports desk. I'm Tom. There's Willie. There's Patty G. Get your guitar out, Pat. I got something for you coming up.
Alrighty.
But right now, ladies and gentlemen, Ace Cosby is our engineer.
What? Oh, somebody's calling me in the hallway.
These aren't just jokes, ladies and gentlemen. We call it the Ace Cosby joke of the day, but this is really more, I call it the op-ed page of contemporary culture, starring our engineer, the man, the voice, the presence of Ace Cosby.
Went to the doctor recently. Mm-hmm. Pretty good shape. He did tell me to watch the drinking, so now I drink in front of a mirror.
Sounds like that's an old Henny Youngman show.
Oh,
yeah. So I drink in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
I was sick, man. I'm okay now, but boy, was I sick.
Having an old-fashioned.
You got any drinking stories for me, Christy?
Yeah. A recent study has found fewer college-age Americans are drinking alcohol. Researchers from the University of Michigan and Texas State University determined that alcohol use has decreased among young adults. The same study also found, though, that adults in the age group saw an increase in marijuana use.
My people.
So the party's still going on. Nearly 1/3 of all college students in the United States smoke marijuana. Roughly twice as many, 62%, drink alcohol. This is all found in the JAMA Pediatrics Journal. So,
JAMA?
JAMA. We be JAMA.
We be JAMA. So more pot than booze. That's the contemporary situation. Patty G, I can see you've got your guitar out. What's going on?
I always heard that younger folks drank a lot, but I hung out with Willie G, and it was all about pot.
That's right.
Oh, we partied with a few of his college friends. I'll never smoke weed with Willie G again. There was no hard liquor, just IPA beer. But everyone's loaded. Oh, it's perfectly clear. Someone handed me a gummy bear. I wanted some gin. I'm never eating an edible with Willie G again. I'll never smoke weed with Willie G again. We vaped in his car just a little after 10. I passed out on the couch at 11 a.m. I'll never smoke weed with Willie G again. I'm on the phone with Domino's with a crap-eating grin. I messed up and smoked weed with Willie G again.
Thank you very much. That is lovely.
That is lovely.
So more pot, less booze.
Yeah, that's
but
what they're
still
saying.
booze
outweighs pot.
Outweighs the pot at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, that's because not everywhere is it legal to smoke. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that certainly stopped. Yeah. Oh, what am I saying? That certainly stopped.
Yeah, you'll hear. Hey, would you like a joint? Well, isn't that illegal? All the time.
But I don't think you're as quick to admit it if it's illegal in your state.
Yep, I think so too.
Come on.
Did they survey like the students at BYU?
Yeah, exactly.
That probably throws the whole curve off.
By the way, I'm sitting at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk as always, and today happens to be the 245th birthday of the United States Navy. So if you've ever served or if you're serving now, happy birthday.
Yes,
Navy.
happy birthday.
It's very nice.
Back to the college students drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
Kind of get ruined right now because of all the online living at home college thing.
Believe me, college is not what it used to be.
It's hard to do a funnel with your mom.
It depends on who your mom is.
Your funnel buddies.
You know what? How about this week? Funnel buddies. How about this week? We already said your house is clean. The floors are getting clean. There's no furniture. So we can't spill any beer.
Yes.
So how about me, Josh, Chick, Christy? We'll all get over there. I'll have some cocktails, and then we'll shotgun some beers in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You can grill us some steaks, some Omaha
We
steaks.
could have a party.
When's the last time you shotgunned a beer, Tom?
Never.
Never?
Never did it?
Oh, it's a
Well,
blast.
That's
It's so much fun.
We have to change that.
Didn't you do the beer bong that time we were in Daytona Beach?
Nope.
We'll get Spangle over there. He'll get some content for the web.
No, first of all, they're cleaning my floors already today. They've already started, so. All right. I'm not going to have you guys go over there filling them with throw up.
Well, we could go outside. Don't you have a nice bonfire area? We could all be outside. We don't have to go in the house.
Yeah,
That
so
would-
I remember, and this is, how old's your middle daughter?
Sally?
13.
12 years ago, I remember there's like a Parisian flower garden with a nice table out there in the back, or did you move that?
No, there is. It's back there still, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a nice pergola with beautiful flowers.
Oh, there we go.
We'd be out there.
I only did it one time. That is a great place to play beer pong. It is an incredible place to play beer pong. So I'd say we could all go back there. Teams, I'd say me and Chick, Josh and Christy. Dad, you're doing
I have
steaks.
to play club soda pong.
Pat, you could referee.
That is your next song. Club soda pong. The guy at the party.
How sad is that?
Yeah. Well, at least the ping pong balls were dirty. That got me kind of high.
That would never happen, and that's sad.
It is sad.
It's kind of sad.
Think about the camaraderie.
Oh, we could bond again?
Yes.
Team building, Tom.
that's
Team building.
Yeah,
so
but
when you
that-
roll your eyes when I accidentally refer to a Manfred Mann song, I don't go and cry in the bathroom. Team building.
Remember
Cry
shots in the Bahamas?
Yeah, we lost our Bahamas trip.
Oh, the shots in the Bahamas.
the shots in
Tommy
the
led the
Bahamas.
way with the tray.
Oh, look, Christy's drinking White Claw. Oh.
So what?
No, I wouldn't drink White Claw.
I'll drink a White Claw. I'll have 6.
I would, but
I heard the Bahamas trips are coming back.
Are they?
I'm just trying to start this rumor to maybe get them to come back.
That would be amazing.
That was good team building.
Oh,
That
no,
was-
speaking of the Bahamas, well, this is sad.
What?
Oh, God, what?
Oh, no.
What?
The actress Margaret Nolan, who was the woman covered in gold in the beginning of Goldfinger.
Oh my God! I had this story yesterday. I thought nobody's gonna remember her.
Oh, yeah, she's the one giving Sean Connery the massage in Goldfinger.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What happened?
She died.
She died sad.
Sure.
She was 79, 6, something.
76. Yeah,
What
that's
we got
sad.
here? 50, no, 60, 80,
That's
79.
That's the
40,
second Bond woman, if you will, because Honor Blackman, who played, forgive me for the name, Pussy Galore, died at 94.
Don't you mean on her back, man?
Last April. Another great actress, but I mean, most well known as Pussy Galore.
Pussy galore.
Pussy. Yeah.
Yeah. Had to be really just an odd moment when the mortician brought everybody into the room and there she is lying there and he goes, "Hey everybody, look, Pussy Galore."
And some of the other morticians said, "Hey, I got in trouble for that once. I'm not doing it again."
Oh, yeah?
It is a name for that.
I got asses as far as the eye can see. What do you think about that?
That's just, but that really was the name. I always wondered how he got away with
I
that.
thought the girl that was painted in gold died anyway because she was painted in that gold paint. And that's
Well,
what
in
killed her.
that was the urban legend also, that when they did it,
It closed all the pores.
It closed all the pores and she
So
died.
that girl, she didn't die.
No,
She's-
no.
Okay.
But that's a
No, that was a movie, Christy.
no. But no, Christy's right.
No,
there was a rock solid urban legend that the woman in that movie died when they did it because
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
took a long time.
There's no such
Yeah, it did
thing
take
as
a
a
long
rock
time,
solid urban
76.
legend.
there is. Yeah, sure.
A rock solid lie.
Yeah, there's a story that everyone knows they think is true that turns out to be an urban legend. The most famous of which probably is the toothbrush up the keister at the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's famous.
What about the Chihuahua turned into a dog?
Yeah, sure.
I think the most famous urban myth, of course, is the female orgasm.
Yes.
You have a
Hey,
point
by the
there.
way,
Got to be lonely down there, Josh.
we got a quick email. Hey, you idiots.
Yep.
Yeah.
What have you stupid idiots done to today's show? Whatever it is, I like it. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Josh in Wisconsin.
All right.
Thank you,
in
Josh.
Wisconsin. We
Keeping the
appreciate it
spotted
very
cow.
much. Let's take a breather. Try to get the show back on the tracks. We have interesting stuff that I like, of course, boats. We have cool boat news coming up. And there's another one of these things where people get on an airplane and don't go anywhere, which I don't get.
No.
But there's another one out there now, and it's sold out in 10 minutes.
Wow.
So we'll find out what I'm talking about next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Comedian David Dyer. Yes, he's located in Michigan. Oh, Tom loves Michigan. Chick, not so much. It's nothing against Michigan or the people. Great either way. It's just the chick was born in Ohio, and Tom also born in Ohio, but had a cabin, a home there in the Michigan area and loves it. Skis there, water skis there, vacations there. And David Dyer will be there Saturday, October 17th at Fall Fest and Sweetheart Swirl in Wayland, Michigan. And looking ahead to Friday, November 13th in Elkhart, Indiana, David Dyer will be at the 5-Star Comedy Club. So check him out live. It's starting to happen, people. Live comedy back on the road. And we're glad to have David Dyer zooming in right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Tuesday.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump has returned to the campaign trail, holding his first rally since he contracted the coronavirus. Trump took the stage last night in Sanford, Florida, and declared he was in good health, saying he felt powerful and felt well and contagion-free. The president was sidelined from the campaign trail for more than 10 days after he tested positive for the virus October 2nd. Questions about his health persist, but his doctor said Monday the president had tested negative twice for the virus and was cleared to travel. And a large study of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine has been paused while the company investigates whether a study participant's unexplained illness is related to the shot. The company announced yesterday that the illness, accidents, and so-called adverse events are an expected part of large clinical studies. Its physicians and a safety monitoring panel will try to determine what might have caused the illness. The pause is at least the second such hold to occur among several vaccines that have reached large-scale final tests here in the United States. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, Allie, you better scour your phone. Get off the naughty pics.
I will.
Just remember, every time you take a nude picture and send it to a boy, your dad loses a year of his life.
Oh my gosh.
So you're slowly murdering your father. I want you to know that.
And Josh
He would
knows
have been
that
dead
because
for 100
sadly
years by
his
now.
dad is
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dear penis, I don't think I like you anymore. You used to watch me shave All you do is stare at the floor. Oh, dear penis, I don't like you anymore. It used to be you and me, a paper towel and a dirty magazine. That's all we needed to get by. Now it seems things have changed, and I think that you're the one to blame, dear penis. I don't like you anymore. He sings, dear Rodney, I don't think I like you anymore. 'Cause when you get to drinking, you put me places I've never been before, dear Rodney. I don't like you anymore. Why can't we just get a grip on our man-to-hand relationship? Come to terms with truly how we feel. If we put our heads together, we just stay home forever, dear penis. I think I like you after all. Oh, and
No 2 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. And
Christy
stand
Lee.
by. The Galitco Daily Spot's coming up with Christy. And the toxic atmosphere here, it's going to be something. It's going to be
don't
really
shock
something.
me, please.
I'm not going to shock you, Christy.
Okay.
You're going to shock yourself.
I'm not going to shock myself either.
Oh, sorry.
We haven't even started.
I was trying to fix the button. What's happening with the weather?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine and 70. Partly cloudy 76 tomorrow. It's 42 currently.
Very good.
With a chance of lightning?
Whoa.
So, Christy, you've been hurt at work. I can see your hair is smoking. What should you do?
Reach for this hammer.
I'm so sorry. No.
Adult, no. Hammers are good for nails, not work injuries.
Call someone that says it's easy.
It's easy. No, it's not. You think this is easy? Yeah, it's hard for me to do this. Okay. What do you do?
Oh, you're going to let me do one of my lines?
Yes.
No, Josh, take that.
He's loose.
Oh, that feels so good.
That's excessive.
I'm so sorry. I want to tell you that the right answer is our friends at Galitco and Daly, the work injury lawyers. They know what they're doing, unlike some people in here. If you have a personal injury issue, please call Galitco and Daly. You don't even have to remember their names. Just go to indianaworkers.com. Galitco and Daly. They go to work when you can't. Okay, you got it?
Josh pooped again.
Take that. Galitco and Daly. Thank you very much, fellas. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Somebody smoking in here? It smells weird. Let's see, where were we? Oh, there's Ace. There's Chick. I'm Tom. There's Willie. Pat's got his guitar. Sitting over there in the all-new IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, it's Josh Arnold. The chair is bejeweled.
Yes.
Got to be hurting your buns.
Sparkly.
Massages it a little bit.
Sitting on all those jewels. Okay.
Do those clash with all the bedazzles on the back of your jeans, Josh? Or?
Yeah.
There's Christy Lee. She's right, of course, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. We just had this sad story about one of the famous actresses from the great James Bond
Went
film.
largely unnoticed.
Famous?
Well, she had
You know what? He's not exactly
Adios,
wrong.
bitch.
Ace piling on.
Whoa. Can you imagine somebody's
She's one of the actresses from the great movie Goldfinger, which
She never said a word.
well, she was also the masseuse. No, she's the woman who was covered in the gold paint.
Right?
Did she have a line?
Wasn't she covered in gold? She's the lady in the intro, or is she just the lady that's
she
the
was one of
massage?
the- she's both.
She's quite an She was quite an accomplished actress.
Yeah, she's her name was Margaret Nolan. Sadly, she is gone, died at the age of 76.
Kenny Nolan's father.
Is that right?
Nolan.
I like dreaming. Kenny Nolan. You remember Kenny Nolan?
Dreamings make me
You're saying
smile.
she is his father?
I like his mother.
I liked her cameo she did with the Blue Man Group. I thought that was really inspiring.
Special blue and gold.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Oh, I got the Ace thumbs up.
Sean Connery.
laugh. He just said
Sean
that was
Connery
funny.
said, by the way, that she was lousy in bed. Lousy.
Oh.
Gave me an odd job.
Wait a minute. Hold it. That's hilarious.
That's a nice piece.
I never put odd job together with that until just now, after
Right.
all these years. Because when I was a kid, that was so cool. He had the hat with the razor blade on the side.
Oh, yes.
The 5-point star thing.
He
Whatever.
would cut the head off a bust.
It wasn't a razor blade. It was a round.
He had a derby hat that had like a giant razor knife built into it.
Right. He could cut a statue, and it was awesome.
Very
cut the head off a statue.
That actor was great. He would just show up in different things, and he was menacing.
Is Odd Job still with us?
He's in.
I don't know.
Wasn't he incarcerated?
In real life?
Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
He was?
Boy, I hope I didn't say how to say that.
Unnecessary speculation.
Odd Job actor arrested is the first thing that comes up when you Google Harold Sakata is his name.
I thought something unfortunate.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, let's not go there then.
Really say.
This is awful.
Oh, God.
We do not mention him again.
Do not trick or treat at his house.
Remember how funny my Blue Man Group thing was?
Yeah, that was great.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Blue Man Group, one person's gold. That's crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry, Christy. What do you have over there?
Well, this is a much happier story, kind of. A Canadian woman returned stolen artifacts that she had taken from Pompeii after suffering from what she calls a 15-year curse, Josh.
My.
The woman, identified only as Nicole, sent 2 white mosaic tiles, 2 pieces of amphora vase, and a piece of ceramic wall to the archaeological park of Pompeii. Included was a letter explaining she was young and dumb at the time and had wanted to take a piece of history that couldn't be bought.
Just leave it at young and dumb,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you were going to say that she was full of fun. I guess.
Yes. Since returning from the 2005 trip, Nicole said she has suffered several bouts with several illnesses while her family has been in financial trouble.
Oh, my
She
gosh.
blamed her bad luck on the tiles and wrote, quote, "Please forgive my careless act that I did years ago."
Christy, did she take them back?
She sent them back.
Sent them back.
Yeah.
And there's apparently, I guess there's a whole wall of stuff that people have stolen and sent back. They're claiming that the curse is
Follows
real.
them.
Yeah, there's a whole
That's so cool.
How terrible it would be if you sent this back and find out that it was just your life that sucked the whole time.
Yeah, they'll get bad luck just continues.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better.
I say if that volcano blows again, it's on her.
There it is.
There you go. Oh. Weren't you cursed, Willie, after...
Being your son? Yeah, I would imagine.
cursed.
Yeah, I was cursed by
Did you have a week of severe diarrhea?
I was cursed by the gods of Kings Island. Yes. I believe that's the joke you're going
The theme
for.
park in the Midwest?
You hooligan.
Yeah.
The hot dogs from hell.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, scientists have turned to medieval poop for clues to understanding modern diseases.
Is that right?
Two medieval area latrines, one in Jerusalem, the other in Latvia, are a good source of information about the human microbiome. Scientists found that the microbial content of the medieval poop was different from modern humans. Well, of course.
Because it's older.
Yes. They didn't have preservatives back then.
McDonald's in modern times.
Exactly.
I say, Dwayne,
Arby's.
Let's go salvage a scurvy dump. Do we have any scurvy dumps?
God.
Yeah, they did. They dug up poop.
That'd be like on a pirate ship. Yes, scurvy dump.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see that? This is true. I don't have the name of the place, but I just saw this a couple days ago. They were monitoring the sewage from certain parts of a city, and they were able to isolate the COVID hotspots.
Just from the fecal?
Seriously. Yeah.
Really? What?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So they knew what feces came from what pipes? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And they knew.
And they would say
Holy
they
cow.
could measure the the COVID presence in the poop.
Can you imagine being that sifter?
Yeah, there's I've got a PhD in microbiology. I'll be down at the sewage treatment plant with nose plugs and eye goggles.
Oh, boy.
No, seriously, I just read that. Apparently it's very useful. They've also been doing it at college dorms.
Ugh.
But in this case, this is medieval poop, which sounds like... wasn't that one of Donnie Baker's bands when they were doing Christian rock?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. But
That's got to be a worse job than working at Cologuard.
Yeah, I would
Right.
think.
Yeah. We'll have that tomorrow. He's not ready.
He's not ready. He doesn't even know. Look, he acted
He wasn't even
surprised.
listening.
Yeah, like,
You watching TV over there.
I have a song about Cologuard, sure.
I have a song about Cologuard, indeed.
Yes.
Well, this is examining this fecal material from these ancient latrines.
is actually a real thing. Obviously, they find out a lot of history. The number one place is, of course, in journals and historical books. And then this is the number two place.
Right. You can look at the number 2 log and see. I went ahead and
what was the
double down there.
Do you remember the thing with Babe Ruth a few years ago?
Oh, I bet he had massive dumps.
The tavern that his dad owned?
Yeah, they excavated and they went through all of the...
An excrement excavation?
Yes, literally.
Wow.
It was exciting and exceptional.
Yeah.
The dump?
The whole thing. The excavation and the excrement.
Huh.
Yeah, so we'll have to explore later. Pat, do you want to do
the Sultan of Scat?
You ready to do your famous song about that?
I'd be glad to do it. I have to tune up here a little bit.
Okay, well,
different tuning for what we had prepared.
We can come back with that.
Well, what do you have prepared?
What do you have prepared? And I'll do the story.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Well,
it don't matter.
I just took the capo off.
Well, it's easy to put it back on.
So we have 45 minutes for him to put that back.
Need help finding the second fret, Pat?
It fell on the floor.
1, 2, 1. There you go.
Oh, what the?
What story is this referencing, Pat?
What song are you doing?
What song do you want to do?
No. I want you to do the one you want to do because I don't know what.
I'd rather do.
Put the capo on, Pat. Put the capo and put it on.
The Springsteen thing.
The Springsteen thing.
Yeah. No. What do you want to do?
Do the one you want to do.
Oh my God!
Just do it soon.
Do something.
Do the story about the jetliner.
The jetliner, sure. 2 tickets, or rather tickets for a pop-up restaurant on a Singapore airliner sold out. With so many flights grounded due to the ongoing pandemic, Singapore Airlines has turned 2 of their double-decker super jumbo airplanes at Changi Airport into eateries. Ticket prices ranged from $38.63 for economy seats to $474 for a suite. All of the seats were booked within 30 minutes. Wow. You don't even go anywhere.
It's like a restaurant now?
The plane just sits there on the ground, and it's a gigantic aircraft.
And you just eat.
And it sells out.
Yeah.
I don't get this. All of the inconvenience of eating on a plane and not going anywhere.
Itself.
You got a song about this, Pat?
Yeah, I do. Staying at home, eating alone. I miss going out. And it's been so long since I've been on a plane. This new place I'm reading about, it's a grounded jet airliner. And now you can go there to dine. I'll buy a cheap middle seat and drink myself a bottle of wine. Oh, I know this plane never leaves the ground, and that's okay with me. 'Cause after I eat and they turn out the lights, I'll give myself a handy on a grounded jet airliner. I'll give myself a tug and a rub. It may just be 10 feet off the ground, but I'm joining the Mile High Club. That's a tough riff doo-doo.
Oh, that was awesome.
Funny. Our apologies to Mr. Steve Miller.
Sorry about the confusion up front.
Thank you very much. Right now, I want to remind you that things change. Mm-hmm. Even the industry that makes steel changes. And guess what? Harry's Razors, famous for their steel. They've been using a factory that's been in business for 100 years. Harry's Razors now has sharper blades. And, of course, the reason Harry's is famous is because those blades cost about half as much as the other guys' blades. Join the 10 million guys who've tried Harry's, and new customers can try out the new sharper blades for $3. That includes delivery fees when you use the code Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. The Harry's Razor, I've been loving these for years. I just had a very nice shave this morning, as a matter of fact. Here's a great offer from Harry's for Bob and Tom Show listeners. You get the famous razor, the weighted handle, which I just love. Once again, it's like being in your favorite pair of jeans. You've got to have it's sort of like being in your car when the seat's at the right setting. The Harry's Razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover, $3. How much to ship that to you, Josh?
It's free.
It's free. You don't have to go in the drugstore and go, I'm not a thief. Could you please open that glass thing so I can get my razor and pay twice as much for it? No. Don't be an idiot. Now, what you need to do is go to Harry's.
Don't be an idiot, people.
That's right. Harry's has got brand new steel just for you. And if you don't like it, they've got a 100% quality guarantee. That's why 10 million guys have tried it and they love Harry's. Go to Harry's.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you by using the code Bob and Tom. That's Harry's.com. The code is Bob and Tom. Coming up, he's a fireman. He's a comedian. He's a father. And he's a what's the name of that sport that he does? What's that called? Where he
CrossFit.
Throws the tires around. Yeah, and he's a CrossFit dude. It's comedian Dave Dyer up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
That must be my cue. Hey, I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Tuesday, October 13th, and we're not done with football. No, last night the Saints winning in overtime 30-27, downing the LA Chargers. Tonight, Buffalo at Tennessee. Again, that's a 7 p.m. Eastern time start. CBS Television will be carrying the game. Unusual for a Tuesday, you say? Well, thanks, 2020. It's a COVID makeup game. Buffalo at Tennessee tonight, 7 p.m. CBS Television. We'll have more with Chick McGee, sportsman extraordinaire, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. David Dyer on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Well, it was the place that helped the Beatles get their start. Now, the Cavern Club in Liverpool is getting a helpful hand just to stay afloat. The British government has the venue on a list of arts and cultural spots to get financial aid during the coronavirus pandemic. The Cavern will get a piece of a $335 million grant. In all, about 1,400 arts and cultural organizations are in line for the benefits. Here's an idea for a game during the Billboard Music Awards tomorrow. Try to guess which acts are taped and which are live. Some artists have taped their performances. Others will do theirs on the fly. Some to look forward to are Alicia Keys, In Vogue, Demi Lovato, and others. Kelly Clarkson will host the event at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. And when you're stuck at home during a pandemic, never a better time to do other things like growing pumpkins. Meet Travis Geiger of Anakawin, Minnesota, a horticulture teacher who had extra time on his hands while sticking close to home due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So he spent much of that time growing pumpkins, watered his gourds up to 10 times a day, fertilized them at least twice a day, and it's paid off. Geiger entered one of his pumpkins in the 47th World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in Half Moon Bay, California, and it won, tipping the scales at 2,350 pounds. That victory earned the teacher $16,450, which, if you do the math, comes out to about $7 a pound. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
Have enjoyed the Edie's Pie program.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure you have.
I believe I heard y'all talking about lobster a while back.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I've always felt the same like you said, Tom. If lobsters walk the earth instead of kindly swimming into traps, I don't believe we need the crustacean with the coarse outer shell.
Yeah.
You know, the same way you don't really see armadillos on the 2 for $20 at Applebee's.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Are you a successful entrepreneur or business person who appreciates all the perks that come with success? Lavish homes, flashy cars, generous expense accounts? Well, isn't it time you attain the ultimate status symbol? Your very own personal announcer. Your friends and colleagues will be impressed when they meet this dapper gentleman with the commanding voice. He's the announcer guy.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for coming to my party. Who's this?
Hey, Cindy. Check this out. This is my very own announcer guy. Hey, announcer guy, say something.
Hello, Cindy. It's time to meet your very special party guest. Say hello to Phil Mundor. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Well, thank you. Of course, I know Phil. And nice to meet you, Mr. Announcer Guy. By the way, Phil, you look great.
Oh, thanks. I got this new suit.
Tonight, Phil is dressed for success in a fashionable hand-tailored Armani suit. With softly constructed shoulders and a slimming silhouette, Phil is comfortably attired for whatever environment he should find himself in. Retail value, $2,500. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Ooh, I wish I hadn't given the price on this.
Wow. That's great. Phil, let me get you a drink. What are you having?
You know, I think I'll have a beer.
This evening, Phil will be enjoying Dewar's on the Rocks.
What?
Dewar's, the finest blended Scotch whiskey money can buy. And as always, we remind you to please drink responsibly. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
I guess a Scotch would be okay. Thanks, announcer guy.
He's your own personal announcer, and he's only available from Bob and Tom Enterprises, a division of Frigomall Industries.
You get more respect from the company you keep when you're introduced by a guy whose voice is really deep. Announcer guy, he makes announcements just for you.
He's the announcer guy, and like it or not, he'll follow you anywhere.
All right, my son, let's hear your confession.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 3 months since his last confession. Good morning, Father O'Malley. Say hello.
About him more than me, I don't. 9:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy's got an update on the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine and 70, clear to partly cloudy overnight, down to 45. Partly cloudy and 76 tomorrow. We have 44 degrees currently.
Tonight, 11:30, My Indie TV 23. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here with Ace, Chick, Josh.
Hi.
Willie, Patty G. This is Tom speaking. And the lady of the house is Christy Lee.
Hi.
We're going to hook up shortly with the comedian Dave Dyer. While we wait, Pat, should we squeeze in a little song over there that we just talked about?
Dave's right there.
6 minutes ago. Oh, there he is. I didn't know he was ready. I didn't see him over there. It's Dave Dyer.
Oh boy, looking fitter and fitter every time we see him.
He looks like an extra on Guardians of the Galaxy. He's good Lord.
Look at that neck.
You know what? At this point, I'll take any gig.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Looking great.
Yeah, your neck used to be more slender.
You're a strong man.
Looks like they just dropped
I'm shooting up.
a line from your ears down to your shoulders. Now, you are, of course, a CrossFit guy. We always ask, because I know you're not going to volunteer that. How's that going for you?
Well, it's been a little lonely lately. I haven't been really back in the gym. I've been actually, for the past several months, I've just been working out at home just because I can't really risk going into the gym, even though they've relaxed some of the restrictions here in Michigan. I can't really risk getting it and then bringing it back at the fire department. That would pretty much decimate our service.
Yeah. We should explain that besides being a comedian, you are also a fireman. Bravo to you.
Thank you.
And so do you just go to your garage and throw around your own tires?
I do. You know what? I just got a tire. It's in my backyard. A friend of mine who used to own a gym gave me a free big tire. My wife saw it.
That's a friend. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
I know one of my friends gave one of his friends a kidney, but a tire.
Yeah.
That's a buddy.
Well, here's the beauty of it. He gave it to me because his wife said he had to get rid of it, and I got it. My wife's like, what the heck is that doing in her bag?
Yep, see?
We have to mull around that.
And that's because she's sane.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't leave it outside in the summer. It'll attract mosquitoes.
All right.
They live in just in case you didn't know that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they're tired.
I do know that.
Yeah, mosquito eggs.
Dave Dyer, a fireman / comedian. Now, it looks like you're doing. Is this a real physical tour where you're going to be going human places?
I am. One of the gigs, most of the gigs I've been doing, Josh, I don't know if you've been doing many gigs, but most of them and this one today is outside, and then we start going inside because in Michigan it's getting a little chilly to try to make people laugh outside. So
this says the Fall Fest Sweetheart Swirl in Wayland, Michigan. Boy, the Sweetheart Swirl.
is.
Who Sweetheart Swirl's the last time you get a Dairy Queen?
Yes, it does.
The
The February blizzard of the month.
Something that happens on prom night.
Yeah.
You ever the old Sweethearts?
Hey.
Yeah.
No, I think she would give him the Sweetheart Swirl.
You think so?
Oh, I think so.
it's actually a great event. They do it all day, then they have a comedy show at night, and it is to raise money for some charities that are involved with suicide prevention. So it's a really good cause.
Okay, great.
So don't die on stage. That's the
No, I won't. I promise you.
Okay,
Boy,
Wow, that really, man.
Sold some tickets there.
You're a funny guy. You know that, Tom?
Oh, Dave's phone is ringing.
You've got to go.
Looks
now.
like my Saturday's free.
Well, there you go.
You go the rest of these dates. In November, you've got the 5-Star Comedy Club.
Yep.
You got a bunch of stuff. Elkhart, Romeo, Alpena, Grand Rapids, and Royal Oaks. You're booked all through December. That's great.
Oh, Dr. Grins, love it. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Stuff's coming back a little bit.
Okay. Anything new in your life? You've got 2 grown daughters. Have they bounced back to the house, or are they gone?
One of them has. One of them is actually in the room next door, letting me know that she's doing a lot of the Ross thing from Friends. She's doing this with me a lot. You know?
Keep it down. Yeah.
Keep it down. So one of my daughters is back home. She's working a job here in Grand Rapids. The other one has moved to the Detroit area. But I guess the biggest news, marriage-wise, well, I turned 52 this Sunday.
Yeah.
And then in another month, my wife and I celebrate 28 years of marriage.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
Wow.
That's incredible.
28 years now.
Yeah.
I think that's
So I
more
got to
years.
figure out.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that's more years of marriage than they have in this room combined.
Hey, shush.
Absolutely true.
That's real funny.
When did they turn his
I appreciate
microphone
that,
on?
Willie.
Sorry.
The hell's you? Okay.
So what are you trying to figure out?
My biggest mountain I have to climb every anniversary is what I'm going to put in that blank card. Because I just, last year I just said, hey, good game. I didn't know what else to say. So,
Slapped her on the ass. Said good game.
Yeah.
All right.
Good game.
All right.
Good game.
Good game.
Because, I mean, at this point, anybody who's been married a good length of time knows when you go down that aisle, you read those cards, most of that stuff just doesn't apply anymore. You know, you open those things and you go, not in a long time. No, never there.
Yeah, but she
So you
wants
just
to
get the
hear
blank
it.
Okay, Dave, I'm trying to help you here. As you know,
that's what he's doing.
Every year
Didn't know I was struggling, but all right.
Every year they have an assigned gift. Mm-hmm. For example, I'm sure you know the first year is paper.
Right.
The second year is cotton, and you're supposed to get a gift that uses that.
What's the 28th anniversary?
Divorce paper.
Hey!
Well, 25 is silver.
Yes.
Did you get anything made of silver for your 25th?
No, but I do know for the 27th, it's sculpture.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
But I don't know what the 28th is.
Okay. Did you get her, since you know that, obviously you got her something then? Did you get her a sculpture for 28?
I got her a card with a sculpture on it. How about that?
How about that?
That was the good game card.
Okay, here you go.
No, I didn't get her a sculpture.
Here you go. This is an easy one. Orchids, 28.
Oh, yeah, you can get those
There
at
you
the
go.
grocery.
Okay.
Yeah.
The alternative
Pick those up
is amethyst. I don't know what that is. Is that
It's a purple stone.
Oh, that sounds
Very
nice.
pretty, yeah.
Very pretty.
You don't know what
Amethyst.
an amethyst is.
No, I know it's a rock of some sort. I don't follow much about it.
I'm sure he's bought a few.
You went to an Ivy League school, though. That's just basic knowledge.
I didn't take geology. I don't know what that is.
Amethyst is also a very healing stone if you have a raw amethyst that you
Oh, there you go, Dave.
cut it on your, they're very
I
pretty.
appreciate it.
29, by the way, the traditional gift is furniture. I'm
Oh,
serious.
really?
Well, that's because your furniture's probably worn out after 29 years. You
I don't
gotta
think that
replace
says
it.
romance. Hey, honey, look, I got myself a new Barco lounger.
Yeah, what do you think?
Where are you going to sit?
Well, here's the problem with that. She sits down a lot. I'm trying to get her off the furniture. So
She's not listening. So in other words, you won't be having a 29th wedding.
that's the plan, Josh.
Okay, I can help you here even more. In Spain and Italy, the 28th anniversary is amber. In Germany, it's carnations. And in Russia and France, it's nickel.
He's not in any of those places.
But
What are you doing?
He can write a nice romantic note and write it in French. You know, say whatever it is, quelque chose, say la vie. Here's a nickel. Here's a nickel from you to me, or something.
We are so far beyond writing notes to each other like that. At this point, somebody asked me recently if at this far in the marriage, if we still get jealous of each other. I told this guy, I said, look, at this point in the marriage, if somebody's hitting on your spouse, you walk over and you go, look it. Before you go burning a lot of calories, let me go through the list of stuff she doesn't like and won't do, and then you decide if you want to continue down this road.
Let's see. Dave Dyer is our guest, and you can find out more about Dave by going where, Dave?
DavidDyerComedy.com.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you got formal for the website.
I did, yeah.
David Dyer.
Yeah.
Okay. What does your wife call you? Does she call you David or Dave?
Depends on what my status is. Dave, casually, if I've done something wrong. Usually David. She usually uses the full thing. In fact, she usually uses, because people know, some people know, Dyer is actually my middle name. So she will, as my mother used to, she will address me as David Dyer when I've really screwed up.
I love when a woman refers to me as my full first name and middle name.
It turns them on.
I think it's so
Joshua
hot.
Matthew.
Like it?
I do. Mm-hmm. Joshua Matthew. Oh, God.
I just said that. You didn't move.
You don't have a little thing go through your head like
Something moves.
I see. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's your mustache?
My mustache, I had to shave it. I'm going to grow it back, but I had to shave it. There's a friend of mine. I do commercials for his company around here locally. And we just did a big Christmas campaign, and I was Santa all day Sunday. So I had to shave for the beard, which almost killed me. The beard almost killed me.
Yeah.
Because we had to apply it. It was a huge beard, and we had to apply it with a very strong glue that I started breathing in.
Oh, geez.
And for a good 10, 15 minutes, it was kind of touch and go. I was
Whoa.
Yikes.
They gave me a long straw, and I went outside and breathed through the straw so I didn't have to breathe the fumes in for a little while.
Well, and your
I did that
mustache.
for you, kids.
Your mustache rivaled that of Glenn Hughes from the Village People. I mean, it was.
Oh, thank you.
It was substantial.
Yeah, it was.
And it didn't look any less gay.
No.
Are you in that
I
Glenn
told you.
Hughes?
Dave.
Are you in the GHAS, Glenn Hughes Appreciation Society? Man, that's a good group.
Love the Village People.
Is it? What are the membership fees?
Well,
And I told you, the mustache didn't look gay. It's just that he had just eaten a toaster strudel.
The icing.
Yeah. I loved having it, man. I can't wait to grow it back.
It worked for you, dude.
Did your wife like that big, huge mustache?
No, not at all. But you know what? I ran the numbers on it. I counted up the sex before the mustache, and I counted up the sex after the mustache. It was a wash.
And the best part of it was you only had to use your two hands, barely.
Yes. So,
I have a technical question. You are a fireman.
Yes.
I would think that it would be dangerous because don't you have to put on an oxygen mask that has to have a good, complete seal?
It does, but that's why we can't have a beard. You can have a mustache, and you can actually only have a mustache to a certain distance, just a little bit outside of your lips, because for exactly that. We have what are called our SCBAs, which is a self-contained breathing apparatus, very close to scuba. But that mask has to make a tight seal on our face, so that's why you don't see firefighters with beards.
Okay, I would think that the mustache would be a problem. Does the thing go up and over your nose? Is that the deal?
It goes up over your nose,
okay.
like this.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Dave Dyer, fireman, comedian.
Great seeing you, man.
Good to see you guys. Thank you for having me.
Remember, now what did I tell you the 28th anniversary gifts were? Your options. Nickel?
Orchids.
Orchids.
Yeah.
Or amethyst.
Get the orchids, and she'll think you're someone special.
And I think Russian, it was some kind of poison or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
It was hemlock, yeah.
Yes, a rock from Chernobyl. Just don't get out your Geiger counter. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Dave.
See you, man.
David Dyer. Now, Christy, have we missed anything in the news today?
We have. An Italian teen could become the first millennial saint.
Oh, that's all right.
Carlos Acturius,
God bless you.
who died at the age of 16 of
I'm killing it
leukemia.
over here.
get up to his level.
Carlo died at the age of 16 of leukemia in 2006, was already referred to as the patron saint of the internet.
Way to go,
Arnold's
John.
got his
You don't
headphones
become
off.
a saint
Yeah,
unless
you got to
you're
be dead to be a saint, you
Pay
jackass.
attention.
You know,
First of all,
I say no. We should have some sort of indication. This is a child we're talking about.
I
Okay?
said Italian teen
Teenager.
could become the
You
first millennial saint.
Could have been 19.
Isn't Steve?
Snotty 19-year-old.
Isn't Steve Jobs the patron saint of the internet?
No.
You think? Or Al Gore.
He's alive still.
Yes, but it was an internet show. Gosh darn it.
It's fine.
No, let him die.
Carlo Acutis died at the age of 16. He was referred to as the patron saint of the internet after he used it to spread his faith by recording purported miracles online and helping run websites for Catholic organizations. Other purported miracles were attributed to him after his death, and on Saturday, he was beatified at a ceremony in the town of Assisi, with beatification being the last stage before achieving sainthood.
Isn't it hard enough being a teenager?
Assisi was formerly named Pusser. I'm sorry.
Assisi is a very beautiful place.
I think I was trying to make a larger point here. If you're a teenager and your mom goes, well, Carlos is a saint. What have you done today? I played Fortnite for 6 hours. What's wrong with my
Okay, as the only person who plays Fortnite for 6 hours in a day, I'm starting to feel like this is an attack towards me.
What were the other miracles?
It doesn't say what his miracles
Because I'm sorry, spreading your faith on the internet isn't much of a. I don't think that's a miracle that would.
That is not.
He once sat down with the internet and did all of his homework without getting up and leaving.
That is a miracle.
Or Googling the words booze.
His computer never froze.
Or
BBC.
Never mind.
Okay.
Wait, is this Assisi like St. Francis of Assisi?
Assisi,
right,
yeah.
Okay,
Of
got it.
Assisi, yes. It's a beautiful town in Italy. A Japanese man who lost an arcade crane game 200 times called police to investigate.
I'm
You
with
know
him
what?
on this.
You're exactly right.
Those games are a fraud. Anyone even states where gambling is legal, they should make those crane games illegal.
Is
200 times.
Was Willie, when you complained with the crane game?
I'd say I'd probably lost at least $400 of his money on crane games.
You went up to the manager and said, there's something wrong. Didn't you do this? Was that you?
I don't remember.
The man said he called police to the Sega arcade after being unable to win the game. A staff member had reportedly tried the game 300 times before they moved the prizes to an easier location.
Yeah, there you go.
Where they were
300
able to grab a prize.
Boy, yeah. Sometimes you have to adjust all the stuff in there. I'm sure.
No, those are a scam.
No, I've won.
Really?
Yes.
Did you get like a contemporary, very dusty Barbie doll?
They were stuffed animals.
Dressed as Ricky Nelson's girlfriend. something from the early 60s that had been in there.
We used to get drunk in Korea and they had these crane games outside of gas stations, and we would do them, and I would win.
You actually would win.
Yes. Yeah.
You know who's a great crane game player? Todd Boner.
Huh.
Donnie Baker's bass player. Every time.
The bone.
I've never seen anything like it.
The trick is to go along to the side and see if it lines up there as well.
The trick is not to go for the prize that you want, just to go. That's the trick.
The trick is to not play.
That's very zen.
The trick is to bash the glass in with your fist.
But the best part is about once a year we get a story about some kid who crawls into the crane game because they've got that big drawer at the bottom.
I saw that live in person.
And the kid was stuck in there?
Yes.
What?
And it made me sad because apparently it sucks inside of those because this kid was crying so hard. But
did you avoid him and try to get the prize next one?
Yes.
Hey, kid, move to the left.
But you couldn't hear the cries. So he was just this crying child who was all silent. He looked like something out of a orphan museum or something. It was like a weird exhibit.
You try to pick him up with the crane and drop him in the slot.
But I mean, there are things that you just pay way too much for in this life. I think I can think of them. The crane game.
Yeah.
Printer's ink.
The basketball game at the fair.
Yeah, phone sex lines. You know what I'm talking about, Josh.
Boy,
things that you pay way too much for.
Gosh, what a dated line. It's not phone sex lines. It's OnlyFans now.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well,
Tom,
the teaser. Yeah,
have you ever tried one of those games at a fair where it's the loose ladder that you have to go?
Yes.
You tried one of those?
Yeah.
They always looked I was like, there's no way I could do it. Did you get far?
No. That's designed so that this looks much easier than it is. I've never been able to get the 3 milk cans to go over.
How about the cats? You knocked the kitty cats over?
I was like, there's been an earthquake, and they're still standing. I want to remind you that our friends at Napa Auto Parts always have something great going on. October is no exception. Napa's teaming up with AAA.
All right.
To get you 20% off almost everything online or in store. We're calling this the Savings Dream Team. So grab your AAA membership card, head to any local Napa store, or shop at NapaOnline.com and get 20% off today. What a great deal. Quality parts Helpful people. That is Napa Know-How. That's 20% off regular retail prices with a valid AAA membership card. You got to be a member at AAA anyway, right? Offer ends October 31st, 2020, so you've got till Halloween for great savings with your AAA card with our friends at Napa. They've got Napa Know-How. When we come back, it'll be time for our
history lesson.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out today. Subscribe at no cost. Click that red button and boom, you are in. It is free. And you can be watching Bob and Tom tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. What is it, you ask? 20 minutes of video highlights of today's Bob and Tom show tonight. See what the cast was wearing. See their expressions on their faces as they look at Tom and go, yep, it's all right there. And you can see it tonight on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Again, subscribe now. It's free. Over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans have already done it. What are you waiting for? More of the Bob and Tom show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Another heartbreaking loss for rookie quarterback Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers last night. Will Lutz, a 36-yard field goal with 5:08 left in overtime before New Orleans stopped Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams just short on a fourth down to preserve a 30-27 victory for the Saints in New Orleans. Tonight, a rescheduled game in the NFL on CBS, 7 o'clock Eastern, Buffalo at Tennessee. And the Atlanta Falcons have named defensive coordinator Raheem Morris their interim head coach after firing Dan Quinn on Sunday. And a person familiar with the situation tells reporters that Tennessee remains on schedule for tonight. The Patriots also returned no positives after the NFL pushed back their game with Denver from last night to Sunday. The latest testing results came a day after the NFL juggled the schedule, affecting 9 teams. And Major League Baseball last night, American League Championship Series, Tampa Bay beat Houston 4-2. In the National League Championship Series, Atlanta beat the Dodgers 5-1. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I haven't even read this win back, but I just saw the first 5 words. I heard you two idiots. I'm in. But I do believe we may have corrected this at one point. It says, I heard you two idiots talking about Scooby-Doo saying Ruh-Roh a couple of weeks ago. I just wanted to point out Scooby-Doo has never said Ruh-Roh in the history. It was the Jetsons' dog Astro, which we actually did discuss.
We kind of did cover that story.
Right.
He's gone back to all the Scooby-Doos and checked to see if he said Ruh-Roh.
According to him, has never said Ruh-Roh ever in the history of the show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Audiences are flocking to Comedy Central this summer to see what will happen next on the wacky reality show I'm with Busey. A regular Joe, Adam De La Pena, hangs out with Gary Busey, and the two get into kooky situations as Gary hands out his out-of-this-world words of wisdom. Now, public broadcasting has taken a cue from Comedy Central and is debuting its own reality series. Adam De La Pena is having crazy adventures with another celebrity, and PBS is right there with cameras to capture every nutty minute.
Dude, what is this place? This is the coolest nightclub I've ever been in. Check out that huge dome ceiling.
This is not a nightclub, you imbecile. We are in a planetarium. I want to show you the vast universe we are a part of.
Coming to PBS, it's I'm with Hawking. Super physicist Stephen Hawking takes Adam around through his typical day and shares some of his brilliant theories and observations.
Now I understand.
The universe started billions and billions of years ago and is likely to continue for several billion more years. You are less than a blink of an eye in the big picture. How does that make you feel?
Kind of hungry, I guess. I thought we were going to go out and grab a burger and then hit some clubs and pick up chicks. When I hang out with Gary Busey, we do wild stuff like go out into the desert and perform Native American rituals. What kind of stuff are we going to do?
We are going to sit in my office and work on unifying general relativity theory with quantum theory and the implications this could have on our understanding of universal expansion and the development of black holes.
Your voice is funny. Could I drive your wheelchair?
Adam, since I am unable to move my arms, will you please hit yourself upside the head for me?
Forget about I'm with Busey. PBS has paired up one of the most brilliant minds in science with a witless, talentless nobody. It's the funniest astrophysics reality show of the season, I'm with Hawking.
Okay, Steve, repeat after me. Do you feel like I do?
I will not. This is a very expensive piece of scientific equipment that allows communication for me. I am not going to do Peter Frampton impressions with it.
All right, then. Can you type in, open the pod bay doors, Hal?
Here's an interesting fact, Adam. There is no scientific proof of the existence of God. Even so.
9:46 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct, and thank you very much. We'll be on the TV tonight, My Indy TV 23 at 11:30. Check it out, please. Also, I'll remind you that coming up many more times today, you're shot at $1,000. So listen carefully. We call it money for something else. You can do whatever you want with the cash. Have some fun with it. How about that? Coming up tomorrow, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio will be our house band, and we'll have a couple of little surprises, including, of course, the great song Lord Help Our Colts, coming up tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Willie G and Patty G. This is Tom G speaking. And Christy Lee is right over there at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. And Josh, of course, is manning the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk.
Hi.
That's correct. It's good to see everybody. And
indeed,
Christy, we have to
find out what went on in history today.
A little bit of history. I got some more interesting White House history coming up.
Oh,
remember yesterday? Well, could we have the intro, please? Now, if you were listening yesterday,
time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
Now, what did we learn about the White House yesterday?
It was called something else.
The Executive Mansion.
It was named up in here by...
That's right. By DMX.
Teddy
Roosevelt called it the White House.
Yes, right. It was prior to that, it was the Executive Mansion, which is a little lofty sounding, I think, for the United States of America.
Certainly. It was all in marketing.
Teddy nicknamed it the White House, which is great. Sure. In 1792, the cornerstone for the White House was laid.
Okay.
So there we go. A little bit of White House history for you. In 2010, on this date, Chilean miners were rescued after 69 days underground.
Oh, gosh.
I hope the rescuers wore jackets.
Yeah, they were.
It was chilly. Come on, we're having fun, right?
That's all we're doing in here.
Yeah. And by the way, Elon Musk did not help on that one.
That's right. Yeah,
that was a different one. 2016, Bob Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand this year.
Somewhat controversial.
Yeah, because he doesn't really write literature. He's a songwriter, but whatever. Cardi B is up this year.
Is she really?
Yes. The WAP song, I think, will be very controversial. Born on this date in 1925, Lenny Bruce, the great comedian. And here's a really good one for you. I'll ask, let's see, I'll ask Willie, here's the question for you. Born in 1925, Margaret Thatcher. Do you know who she was?
Margaret Thatcher, yeah, that's of course the senator from Ohio, Margaret Thatcher.
The Great Lady, they call her.
she's tough on law, Margaret Thatcher.
The Iron Lady.
The Iron. No, this is Margaret Thatcher from Ohio.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That was the Great Lady.
That's right.
She's the queen or something. I don't know. Who cares?
She got her name. She got her nickname, the Iron Lady, from her maid who was preparing her shirts. Happy birthday to the great singer-songwriter Paul Simon. Anyone?
Yeah, big fan.
Love
Hall & Oates.
That's not his real name.
No?
No, his name is an homage to his favorite singers.
Yeah?
Paul McCartney and Simon from the Chipmunks.
Oh, how about that?
So his full name is Paul Simon Theodore Alpha.
No, he just Paul. And
I think his real name is Paul Simon. I don't care what Simon says.
Okay. Nice. And Art Garfunkel, clearly his actual name. And here you go, chick. 1962, the great Jerry Rice. Of course, known in San Francisco as Jerry Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
What do you think of that, chick?
He did not have the first couple of years. He didn't do very well in the league. Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com. That's all you need to remember for whatever you need. Whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Very important news story about Christy Lee.
What?
I asked her because yesterday I'm having some work done at my house, and there was a lot of sweeping and stuff, and I found myself on occasion grabbing my broom and straddling it and pretending I was a witch. And I found Christy said she's never done that because she's afraid the thing might kick into gear and she'd take off. I'm not sure why you said that, but I cherish
Tom,
that.
you'd be a warlock.
Oh, what's that? Is that a male witch?
Yes. You didn't know that?
I
thought they were wizards.
Witches and warlocks.
I'm going to get an email from
Samantha's dad would show up on Bewitched.
Wiccan.
I believe Maurice Evans.
Josh was upset that they can no longer call the Eskimo pie, so now he is referring to everyone as an Eskimo.
That's right, Eskimo.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Eskimo.
I learned the proper way to say "whoa, pig suey."
No, you did not.
You know, chick. Woo, pig suey. Again, I got to drop it a step.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Special hello to KEGI FM in Jonesboro.
Good
the
folks.
Yes.
Good folks.
Now, let's see. Tomorrow we'll have Duke Tomato in the house band, actually the outhouse band, because they won't let him in the building, and a special appearance by the Steven Singer Singers. Let's see. Now, we also talked about this thing going on in Egypt. It's kind of odd with all of these caskets, but at the same time, we were talking about this great television show from way back in the day.
From Hollywood, the music capital of the world, it's the $100,000 Name That Tune. Now, star of our show, Tom Kennedy.
Yeah, sadly, Mr. Kennedy, at
the age of 93,
has passed on at his
and
funeral.
then we played.
Well, you can name this tune.
Name that dirge, I believe, is what you mused earlier.
Josh pointed out with when we got to the story about the Egyptian caskets that you can what now?
Oh, I can name that tomb in 3 notes.
That is very, very clever. I had never heard of a move apparently in the realm of intimacy with human beings known as the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Which,
or the snowball.
Somewhat.
Well, that's a different move.
Or the surprise snowball.
Disturbing and somehow smutty.
Yeah.
But naturally, you guys are, of course.
Well, it's about teamwork, is what it's about.
Yeah, I said
it is. Yeah.
Purveyors of the lowest aspects of human contact.
Hot sauce.
We'll be back with more of that tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.